Hello everyone and welcome back to Dragonriders, a Song of the Damned. I don't know why the A Song of the Damned bit is so cheerful compared to the Dragonriders bit. It's not a particularly, happy title, actually. If anything, the Dragonriders bit should be the more cheerful bit. Dragonriders, a Song of the Damned. My name is Peter OPB, I'm your Dungeon Master. I'm joined, as always, by Callum, who plays Aegis, the Artificer Bloodhunter. We've got Tommy, who plays Sorrows, the Tiefling Barbarian. And we have Samo, who plays Nyrixius, the Dragonborn Fighter. I had to remember that you weren't a Paladin. For some reason I thought you were a Paladin, probably because we were talking about Paladins just before this. Paladins and the being very noble and good, and Tommy being a perfect example of one. Yep. Unfortunately, we don't have Alex today, who plays the Ruined, so we'll probably have to have lots of kick and drum beats to represent him when he's T-posing. Where we last left off, you were all separated at the beginning of the session, but you reunited after a gnome helped you teleport to the hanging city of Narsonia, a floating city in the Drow island of Vytheria, its own little island nation off of the coast of Terral. This floating city is floating via arcane magic. It's like a sight none of you have ever seen before. And you arrived there and you basically all just took a long rest because you were all pretty tired, had exhaustion levels, etc. You had a drink with Gion Sorrows, and she filled you in on her concerns about Nyrixius and his shady, I'm a Dragonborn, and there are other Dragonborn situation. Dragonborn, not a thing in this setting. They are from the Hells, so yeah, pretty weird. And then you all heard a big explosion. You went to go and investigate. Also, Aegis and the Ruined kind of made up for the whole, the Ruined forcefully turning you into a blood hunter. And you also slept together, not like that, but still.
Yeah, we're bros
now. And then, yeah, you investigated this loud explosion where you found a bunch of living Cloudkills that had killed a bunch of Drow that were just out near the docks. And you fought off these Cloudkills, and let's be honest, there was nearly a TPK going on.
Well, someone died.
Someone did die. Nyrixius fully died. Gion then managed to find a potion of Revivify in Aegis's bag of holding and managed to revivify Nyrixius.
Put that there.
Also spicy that it was her, of all people, to bring Nyrixius back to life, Evanescent style. And you were aided by some Drow Griffon riders that arrived just in the nick of time to help turn the tide of battle. And at the end of the battle, you're all pretty beaten up, but the leader of the Drow basically said, hey, you did a brave thing trying to save these people, try and fight back this threat, so we should go grab a drink. Come with me. Also, another thing that happened before you even arrived at the hanging city of Narsonia, Nyrixius and Sorrows were in Grogari, which is just to the south and across a bit of ocean, southwest, where you discovered the last resting place of a famous adventurer, Gunhild Holst, who wielded the famous and legendary axe Stormsunder. And I think if you look in your quest log, there's now a quest to go and to do her final quest, which she never managed to do, which was go to Gorgon's Peak and claim the treasure that the blue Draco Lich guarded there.
Hell yes.
There's also another quest in there, which is to do with, it's less interesting, it's to do with saving the Ruined's daughter. So there's that one too. Okay.
Hell yeah.
Interestingly, the little tutorial tooltip that I just got, none of you have questioned that one yet.
The what?
The little tutorial little tip that I got for when I loaded onto this map just now is one that none of you have questioned yet, which I would have thought at least Samuel would have gone like, what the fuck does that mean?
Yeah, I think I got like a little thingy, but I just clicked it away because I wanted to actually check something else.
That's
I just
fine.
like disregarded it, so I don't know. Can I open it again?
No, you should get it every time you load to a new map, but it's just as I say, you didn't question it.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, what is that?
Cool. So, you are here with this guy. Fienzen Avenue was his name, but his name's no longer showing on this map. That's a little bit annoying. Let me fix that real quick.
Might have to ask something in a bit.
You can ask something now if you want.
What's with that confidential file? Is that...
Need higher clearance, man.
Wouldn't you like to know, Samo? Maybe if you did some stuff for squares, you'd find out.
Oh, also, Samo can't solve the previous clue for squares now because the link to the image has expired.
The time is gone.
I didn't realize it had an expiration on it, and I don't have the original image anymore, so the only person who can provide you that image is Callum, and he went, nah, I'm not doing that.
Yes.
That's a shame.
Yeah. So...
Maybe you should have been the one in the know.
Way to get gatekeeped.
I had fucking 9-hour shifts lately, bro. I'm fucked. Alright, I'll keep this in mind. 3 attempts? Anyway.
This is a thing that no one in the audience can see and has nothing to do with Dragonriders. It's a little thing that I'm doing to tease an upcoming campaign. So yeah. Also, by the way, that is 3 attempts for all of you, so if Samuel just tries to guess it with no context, it will look out for everyone.
Yo, you better send me the fucking picture or else.
I ain't gonna send you shit, Samo.
Anyway, shall we get back on track for Dragonriders? So yeah, Fienzen Avenue was the leader of the Griffin Riders. He wasn't wearing the Griffin Riders like full plate armor. He is wearing a leather trench coat with a fur-lined collar. He wears a flowing open shirt that reveals quite a lot of his pecs and the beginning of a six-pack. He, as I described last session, is your cliche, I'm in a romance novel and I'm on the front cover. So he walks along, leading you to the headquarters of the Griffin Riders. And I have just cleared the dice stats before anyone does any dice rolls. Well remembered me. Cool. He leads you into this this stone building. There's a courtyard in the middle. You can see a couple of griffins poking out of some stables to one side. He leads you into a dimly lit by candlelight room with mosaic stone flooring depicting imagery of people on the back of griffins charging into battle with spears. And he sits down he gestures for you to sit down at a fairly large circular table while he goes and grabs a bottle of wine from a nearby rack. Once again, I'd like to thank you for your assistance. If any of you need medical aid, then we can sort that out, but if anyone wants to have a drink first, you're by all means welcome to.
How fucked does everyone look? Health-wise.
About as good as you.
Great. so not good.
Nope.
At this point, your nausea will have faded away, Nerexius. And same thing with Gion. So both of you are no longer feeling like you're about to throw up. Aegis is also looking pretty fucked up. The Ruined is looking pretty fucked up. And Sorrows is looking pretty fucked up. Fienzen, he looks great. Completely untouched.
Oh, hell yeah, he does.
But also completely untouched by the Cloudkill. So
sounds like he needs some infernal touch, you know what I mean?
Unfortunately, your vision is still blurry, Sorrows. Your vision will be blurry for the rest of this day, basically, unless someone can do a medicine check on you to try and...
I'm gonna have fun with that one.
Yep.
What are you serving?
This is a Drow red from the vineyards of the palace. About 30 years old, he says, looking at the label. The good shit, basically.
Sounds perfect.
Alright. He pulls out the cork and he will take a swig from the bottle and then slide it across the table towards you, Sorrows.
I'm gonna roll to try and grab it, because I can't fucking see properly.
Okay.
What do you want?
Yep, you can give me a... Since you have disadvantage on this because of your blurred vision, I'm going to ask for this to be a perception check, because in theory, it should be pretty easy to just put your hand in front of it as long as you pass the perception check. So yeah, perception
Moral.
with disadvantage.
Disadvantage, okay.
Wow.
Yeah, we saw it coming.
You go way too late and like not far enough, and the bottle just slides all the way across the table and off the edge and smashes.
How many bottles of 30-year-old wine do you possess?
He turns around and goes, oh, the next one's 25 years old.
Oh no.
Going down the years.
At least you got a drink out of it before it smashed.
He will uncork this one and he will walk around the table and place it in front of you. Just how badly injured did those things cause you to be?
I'm gonna look like 90 degrees, well, more like 70 degrees to the left of him and say, I'm fine.
Pretty sure you just have blurred vision and you're not blind, right?
He is, yeah, blurred vision, but it could be really blurred, I don't know. He did roll a nat 1 on his fucking perception check.
That is
so...
true. That is a good point.
So, how many fingers am I holding up?
He appears to be holding up an arm.
That's your question. That is an arm.
Can I make a stealth check and try and whisper into his ear that he's holding up the
I have
correct
to
amount?
see to that.
You can roll a stealth, and he just can roll perception if you want.
Try and beat a 6, dumbass.
Wait, what's this?
Aegis is rolling a perception check to spot whether he notices. And that 20, you immediately see you see the Rixius coming up with the idea, and then you see him very obviously lean in to Sorrows' ear and go, he's holding up 4 fingers and a thumb, so loud that everyone at the table can hear it. And then he leans back and goes. Also, you did get turned back into Dragonborn form after you died. Have you reverted back into human form, or would you?
Yeah, definitely. That's as soon as I would have noticed, I would have.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're fairly certain that he noticed as well, because he was right there. But like, yeah, you can be in human
fine.
form.
Yeah.
If you think about it, it was sort of a trick question. I was holding up my left hand.
Yes. Somebody just get me some alcohol.
I think alcohol's the last thing you need right now.
Agreed, says Fienzan, and he will slide the bottle over to Aegis, who seems to be the one talking sense. And he will then tap you on the shoulder, Sorrows, and go, you should see one of our physicians.
I'm fine.
No, you're not.
I'll look around the table. And
Sorrows
I'll have
kind
a
of looks blurrily around, like.
Can I?
I'll look around the table, looking frustrated, and then I'll stand.
I know magic says it can't fix his condition, but would lesser restoration still not work?
Lesser restoration.
Because I know it's still technically not a blinded condition, but it affects his eyesight.
You can roll an Arcana check to determine whether it would or wouldn't.
Because I feel like it's that, while it can't be fixed by magic, that's still, you know, considering that magic technically just fixes blindness, I assume that's quite
Roll me an Arcana.
sort of child's play for it.
Yeah, you think it would.
Cool. I will head over to Sorrows then and sort of just place like a hand over his eyes as I cast Lesser Restoration on that man.
It's not like a flash of light, is it?
And while the bottle is unoccupied, I will take a swig or two.
Man stole my drink.
Hey,
That's
you're busy.
fucked up. Alright, where the fuck is Lesser Restoration? Man, it'd be really awkward if I didn't have it, right?
Yeah, it would be really awkward if you didn't have it.
There you go.
A blue glow emanates from the palm of Aegis's hand directly into your eyeballs, Sorrows, and your vision clears as he removes his hand from your face.
I sort of put my finger out to get him to follow my finger. You good?
One finger.
Alright.
Thank you.
Don't mention it.
I'm gonna stomp over to Norixius and the wine.
At a table, my guy.
Okay, wait. From Aegis standing up to walking over to Sorrows to fixing everything, and from Sorrows walking over to me, how much time would have
Are you
passed?
gonna chug the
minutes?
wine?
Like 12 seconds.
12 seconds. That's how fast. Okay.
Man's about to chug some 25-year-old wine.
If I would have been pretty generous of how much I drank, would you say that I chugged like half of it? That was-
Jesus, man.
Give me a
Roll a
constitution saving
constitution
throw.
check, man. Let's see how much you can chug. Go for it.
That's not too bad.
You managed to gulp down like 2/5.
Okay. And I'll hand it to him.
Normally wine is supposed to be sipped, says Fienzen.
I haven't had a drink in a while. Especially not a good one. I don't even know if I've ever had a good taste of wine, so I mean...
The Ruined goes, "Did you not try any dwarven ale?"
Perhaps. But it wasn't wine.
I'm gonna take a big old mouthful.
Fienzen will sit down at the table once more, and he will put one leg over the other on top of the table. So, you mentioned before that this is the sort of thing that you do, helping people. You got onto the scene before the rest of us. What did you see?
What you saw, really? Just those... floaty thingies?
The effect they had reminds me of the spell Cloudkill.
Didn't we see like a group of people as well in like the clouds or something?
You saw dead people, yeah.
Okay.
You got there after they'd been killed, unfortunately. 12 Arcana check, what's that for?
Cloudkill. Considering I don't technically know the spell.
You've heard of it.
Pretty nasty spell as it is, but for it to be...
Sentient.
for it to have a mind of its own.
Yes, quite. My guess is one of two things. Either some sort of arcane experiment gone wrong. We have an academy here. people try and impress the teachers, try and rise through the ranks. Or, and this is the more concerning one, he takes his feet off of the table and sits, kind of leaning forward, elbows on the table instead. Or someone did something nefarious.
I mean, I'm not an expert, but those things didn't seem normal. I would assume that something went sideways.
Well, as I said, it could be an experiment. Magic can be hard to control, especially for the uninitiated. Just earlier today, we had reports of a gnome that self-immolated himself after teleporting.
We may know something about that one.
Oh?
Don't admit to it.
That's how we got here. Though, his skills with teleportation magic did not suit his ego.
I see. That's unfortunate. Also, Tommy, when you're doing your Sorrow's voice for some reason, your mic's like sort of stuttering. Don't know.
Is it?
Yeah, it's fine when you're talking normally, but like when you get up close and do your deep voice, it's like crackling a little bit, I guess.
Have you got noise cancelling?
That might be it.
That would ruin you. Trust me. I got a fan on. It will be bad.
Yeah.
Did it always do that or just today?
I feel like it's always done it a little bit, but it's more noticeable today for some reason.
Okay, noted.
Anyways.
I will try and be louder.
Yeah, it might just be that you don't need to be as close, but just project the voice a bit more or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Thanks,
It's
Coach.
just a common issue. It's a common issue with that software. It sort of like cuts out like the before and after input.
Anyways, if it can't be fixed, it can't be fixed. It's fine, but just thought I'd let you know because obviously you're not going to be aware of it. So
I'm gonna hand the bottle over to Aegis, who got his turn yoinked. And then I'm going to say to the ensign, we heard that you had issues with attacks on the city. Could they be correlated?
I don't believe so. I'm assuming you're referring to the gang activity.
Aye.
I'll be back in 5 minutes. We're back.
Okay.
Plastered.
The gang in question, the Dark Moon, they are butchers, not magicians.
Could they've hired help?
Give me 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
I'm also going to add to that. Or perhaps the other way around. Perhaps who did this wish to weaken you first with bandits.
So he said maybe as you started to say that. Roll me an insight check if you want to try and like read his expression as you say that.
Mm-hmm.
We're 13. You definitely see like the flicker of like acknowledgement of like, that's a possibility. It seems that he considers that more likely than the first option.
Regardless, you seem to have a war on multiple fronts.
Maybe. It's not quite as bad as a war, I wouldn't say. More skirmishes. For the most part, the city's at peace. Most civilians have nothing to fear.
How many were lost?
In this evening's instance,
Aye.
my men will still be doing an account and taking the bodies back to be... fuck, what's the term? Autopsied. Had to have an autopsy performed. And then obviously the families will be contacted, so... Too early to say. It was evening, so hopefully not too many.
Well, if you have any way we can be of assistance, please let us know.
Roll me a persuasion check. That me shaking a head wasn't at your roll, by the way. That was at dickhead on a motorbike. Mine's not super great, not gonna lie.
That isn't super great.
It would be unreasonable to expect a bunch of strangers, foreigners, visitors, to help with the state's affairs.
Well, we're not normal travelers. This wasn't meant for you, but you may as well take a look at this. I'll hand in the letter of introduction.
The letter of introduction was specifically to the King of Earthhold.
Yeah, that's why I say it's not specific. It's not for him, but it just shows that we're not just random travelers.
He reads it, and I'm deciding how he's going to react to that based on the information I've written down for him. So what, representatives of the Kingdom of Eldari?
In a way, but not quite. We aim to represent something bigger. A safeguard. There are many dangers out there, and we have our eyes set on one of them. If there is a higher power we could talk to while we're here, we would appreciate it. But, of course, we know we may need to earn trust.
So what, you want an audience with the Queen, I assume? That the higher power you're talking about?
Aye.
Why? Why does it matter to you?
Because we know what it's like to be under the boot of this danger, and we do not wish it to happen to anyone else.
And what's the danger exactly?
Some more.
He folds up the letter and will slide it across the table back to you. Osmore's a long way away.
Distance matters not when you have dragons.
Dragons matter not when you have griffins.
Your
Besides-
griffins are noble indeed. Sorry, I cut him off.
No, you can continue.
Griffins are noble indeed, but I fear they are not fireproof. or whatever element they decide to send your way.
We have no issues with Azamor. They've never been... well, never had much relationship with them at all, really.
Neither did my people. And then they had me in chains, along with my village. Why do you all look so excited?
You said the word.
Said the thing.
Me and Samo in sync just went like that as you said it.
In fact, we were further east than even you are. It did not stop them. Crossing the mountains. Taking the children, the women. People who have nothing to do with their politics. And you know what they did to the ones who disobeyed their law? They grouped them up, and they turned them all to ash.
Well, I can certainly understand your desire to fight against them, then.
It is not a desire to fight. It is a desire to protect.
I will see about getting you an audience with the Queen. I can't promise anything, but I have connections in the palace. You're right,
That would
though.
go a long way.
You're right, though. It would help if you could prove yourselves to be friends. More so than you already have. I will, of course, argue the case that you've helped with the Cloudkill attack, but if you can find the one responsible, that could go a long way.
Aegis,
Yes.
do you think you could find more about this Cloudkill?
Personally, I only know it from the base spell. It's not too complicated, but to do what someone has done or what has naturally occurred is quite something.
If we were to return to the scene, is it possible you could find something?
Possibly. I might also need to find books or other sort of tomes of arcane knowledge that might have something similar have happened and
Aye.
figure it out, but
He clasps on his jacket. Either side of his jacket are two like metal badges that depict a griffin on there. Kind of, you know, the old flag of England with like the lion. You know the one I'm talking about. It's
yep.
that sort of pose, but with a griffin. And he takes one of them off, unlinks it from the chain, and will slide it across the table to Aegis. That will give you access to our libraries, as well as basically stating that you're operating on our behalf. I do expect that back, though.
thank you. Of course. Ah, dragon.
Sorry, we
Attacked from the air, boys.
we have a floating city. We you know, we're fairly nearby airplanes. It's
If it also helps plead your case, I'm also... I'm trying to think of the word. It's not really deputized, but I've basically been asked by the King of Earthhold to basically negotiate trade deals, haven't I?
More or less, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm trying to think the best word to... Would I technically be like a diplomat? I don't know. Either way, I'll show him the signal ring. The King of Earthhold has placed his trust in me to try and negotiate trade deals. So if you might be a good case to also point.
It's definitely worth mentioning. Not sure how much we could trade with Earthhold. They are isolated, and so are we. So. But I can certainly mention it.
Thank you.
Well, I will go to the palace and see what I can do. In the meantime, feel free to rest up if you need to. You still look like shit, he says, looking over at you, Soros. And then... well, the sooner we get to the bottom of this, the better.
We should have good news for you soon.
Alright. What do you guys want to do?
What time is it?
It is 7:30 in-game, as well as fairly near to 7:30 in real life.
Should we head to the scene of the fight first, so there's not much time passed before we like go get rest or anything?
I mean, we're all one hit.
You can always short rest.
I mean, they have sectioned off the area already, haven't they?
Yeah, they basically closed it as a crime scene.
So I mean, I'm happy
sure.
to head over there and just check
Yeah.
for stuff.
Yeah.
Yep. But we're not going anywhere.
And,
Like, just check out and then we...
but yeah, I want to make sure I get all the information I can before.
Yep, that's fine.
So
Okay, give me a second to set up the scene.
Are we gonna see fucking Samuel's dead token again?
No, Summer's alive.
I think so, yeah.
who actually knows
From
that he
yesterday,
died?
last
I
week.
don't personally, because I
Yeah,
was
no idea.
I was knocked out at that time.
What was the question, sorry?
I said, who of us actually know that Narisius actually fucking died? Because I didn't. Because I was unconscious still at the time.
I think the only people who were conscious at the time were Sorrows and Gion.
I was conscious, but like
Busy.
busy.
Oh,
All
yeah.
I would like is health
vision.
potion.
Your
Cool.
vision was also blurred, so you probably...
Yeah.
Okay. Fuck it, that'll do. Can't be bothered to spawn a bunch of Griffin Riders just to say that they're standing around and doing stuff. You can go and talk to any of them, but there's only 2 on the map. There's probably more actually at the crime scene. And Fienzen is not here anymore because he's gone off to the palace.
They have no problem with us coming back if I show them the
Nope, they let you through immediately.
sigil. Lovely stuff. Excellent. I will head to...
Question.
Oh.
Were the Cloudkills just like a living cloud, or was there like some container that they kind of like kept come out of, or?
As far as you can tell, they were just there, living.
Okay.
Didn't see where they came from or anything like that.
Are the bodies still here, Pete?
Yeah.
Ooh.
They haven't finished clearing up the crime scene yet. You literally were only gone for like an hour.
I'd like to do a bit of inspection on the bodies.
Alright, that will be an investigation check, first of all. You're rolling privately, by the way, if you didn't know.
Oh, yeah. That's because I was rolling death saves last time.
A 17, that's pretty good. Yeah, this body, this drow body, is a male drow, typical kind of ashen colored skin, red eyes and white hair. The red eyes are now faded, having been, the light gone out of them. The veins of this drow are raised and this kind of sickly green, which indicates to you that they died from basically being poisoned.
Okay, so there is still poison in their system.
Not clear if it's still in their system, but it's definitely kind of what killed them. The other thing that you can determine by just inspecting them some more is that they also suffocated. So it's unclear what actually killed them, the poison or the suffocation, but the combination thereof has killed this person. This music's too epic right now.
If at all possible, I would like to take a sample of the areas that are afflicted like that, of like blood.
Sure, you can, like a tissue sample?
Yeah, just basically anything that I might think from the areas that are like shown of like raised and stuff like that may have the poison. And
Okie dokie. Having a look-see. Yeah, I'd say you could probably do this with your herbalism kit. It's a bit of an unusual use of your herbalism kit. You've probably got like a small...
I was thinking alchemist kit, if it's going to be...
That would work too, but yeah, just basically looking for like a small, sharp knife.
Yeah.
So yeah, roll with your alchemist kit then.
Okay. Where is my alchemist? I've got...
Very nice, 21. Yeah, you managed to deftly make a tissue sample, and you can put it in a test tube or a vial, and cork that up. Obviously, all of you are used to like blood and death, but there's something a little bit kind of macabre about going to a dead body and just carving off a bit of its skin and putting it into a little glass tube. It's like it's a different level of like gore to yeah.
Right. You're all just watching me, huh?
I'm doing something else actually. But
Okay, good. I'm just looking at everyone else staring at me.
Alright, Noxus, you said you wanted to do something?
I wanted to see if the water seemed weird. I mean, I'm aware everything here was like poisonous, so there's probably some level of like weirdness in the water.
My dude, that is not water. You are in a floating city.
That is a drop.
That is a several-minute drop down to the desert below, where you will become jelly if you decide to go down there.
Right. I figured that was like a little pool of water or whatever.
Nope, that was embers, but I don't remember why I put embers on there, so I'm going to turn them off.
Okay, well, I'll take a step back.
By now, if there was anything on fire... You know what, yeah, actually, I probably meant to have embers on. Yes, during the fight, there were embers floating in the sky. They are no longer floating, so there was something on fire which is no longer on fire. There you go.
Oh. But, could I mean, was it very obvious from where the fire was coming from?
Roll me a retroactive perception check.
Sure. Yeah.
You were aware of it being on the you were aware of it being on the opposite side of the docks from where you are now, but where specifically, you're not sure.
Okay. In that case, I'll... Stop me. Make my way back.
With my alchemist tools again, Pete, I'd like to try and collect any residue from... I'm pretty sure this is where the last Cloudkill I remember seeing before I passed out was.
Sure. Roll me another investigation check.
Another investigation check. Oh no. Investigation.
Damn, your rolls are good today.
You've just cursed him.
Yep, because my rolls suck. I want his luck.
The only evidence that there was anything here, there is no residue, there is no body, is that the plants over here also appear to have withered and died.
In that case, then I'll take them.
Okie doke. No roll needed for that. You can just keep your alchemist supplies roll from before. But yeah, you killed a cloud. Like it didn't leave much.
Yeah, fair. Is there anything else anyone wants to check?
I would like to talk to one of these guards. There's one in front of me.
Good evening, citizen.
Hello. Wait. Are these the people that we showed the little plaque to?
Yeah.
So are these? Okay, they're away. I was just wondering where the fire was that transpired here a little bit ago.
Yeah,
Where exactly?
not sure if it's related or not. We had some firefighters come and put it out after the battle. You head down here. The cafe.
He just shows me a general direction because I can't see jack shit.
Yeah, he points southwest. Cafe just on the other side of the docks.
Do you guys already know anything about the place, or did it just burn down?
We know it was caught alight around about the same time that the screaming started. We're unclear whether it's directly related or tangentially related. For all we know, someone panicked when they started to be attacked, knocked over a candle, that sort of thing.
It's also cut off to the public for now, correct?
Correct, yeah. This entire dock
Good.
is locked away. It's shut off access.
And it will be until tomorrow morning, at least.
We can certainly leave it open. Leave the cordon open until tomorrow morning.
Yeah, I would like to have as little impact from citizens around here as possible until we continue our investigation tomorrow.
I'll make sure that request is passed on the men. We'll make sure that this place is stayed cordoned off.
Thank you very much. And I don't know, I'll just...
Oh, you're probably in
Patrol,
uniform, aren't you?
Oh, yeah.
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 Pete, I'd like to roll an Arcana check.
Okay.
Mainly being, I know for a lot of things, personally in my brain, I can't remember what the actual school of magic is, but for summoning shit,
Abjuration?
I think
Conjuration,
it
yeah.
might be it. Yeah, conjuration, thank you.
Conjuring.
I believe some stuff require rituals.
Mm-hmm.
So as I'm canvassing the area, I want to basically keep an eye out for any signs of a ritual taking place. So anything like runes, markings on the floor, castaway components, stuff like that.
Sure. Where you currently are, not anything.
Well, I was hoping to just do it as I go round, because I'm basically going to go to each of the bodies and have a look and, round the area.
Okay. Then, yeah, give me an Arcana check. Okay, cool. While you're doing this, Sorrows and Nyrixus, you hear faintly on the wind the ruins say to Gion, "It's a shame I'm not here today. I'm actually quite good at investigation."
Damn, he has a schizo episode again.
Alright. Anyone doing anything while Aegis is continuing to canvass the area?
I mean, I'm ready to wrap up whenever the rest is. I don't think.
I'll, 'cause, 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 The food stalls. I assume the food's dead as well.
Yes.
I'll grab something for Aegis.
Oh, you shouldn't have. I'll take a bite.
You pick up an apple and some of it dissolves in your hand. It's just kind of like, you know, when an apple has been left to rot and it's mostly mush, but it's kind of like, at first glance, kind of still looks like an apple. It's that sort of thing. Most of its consistency falls apart when you pick it up.
Does the apple...
Falls out from the tree? Not really.
Jesus fucking Christ. Does it appear just like it's just mush, it's dead? Or is it moldy? Is there mold on it?
Dead.
Just dead, no mold. Okay. Does it look like it's been burnt at all?
No.
Are there any dead watermelons nearby?
Roll me an investigation check.
Otherwise, Norix might have to cry. Bro, my average is not looking good today, my god.
Yeah, and then you curse the lowest average roll person here. Just because he's having a good day. Fuck you.
You cannot find any decayed watermelons or
Hey, that's
non-decayed watermelons.
That's all I need.
I assume the same things happened to these guys here.
Yes. Seem to be identical cause of deaths.
Yeah.
How many people vomited?
3, I think.
Free player character. Well, no, one player character. The Ruined threw up. Sorrows, you got blurry eyes. Nerixius and Gion nearly threw up, but didn't actually throw up.
Oh yeah, right.
You became nauseous, but the Ruined actually threw up. None of the bodies appear to throw up. They appear to die much quicker than you lot did.
Okay.
Built
It's the worst person to like make this check with, but like, does anything look different about the vomit that the Ruin left? Like, is it a different color? But it's the Ruin, so
just blood.
Yeah, roll me an investigation check.
There's actually large amounts of chocolate cake in his vomit.
That would be disturbing because that was a while ago. It appears to have multiple like pools of blood amongst the vomit. Like, if you've ever had the very big misfortune to throw up enough that you start vomiting bits of blood, it's like that.
okay.
So you didn't just projectile vomit blood, though. That's the good news.
Yeah. You just
Can't hear
call
you.
out to him because I have no idea where he is.
Okay,
He better come find me then, fucker.
you can shout Aegis if you want.
Aegis!
Aegis, can you roll me a perception check? Because you're fucking far away from each other.
Yeah. I'm busy solving the case.
Yeah, over 100 feet away. Yeah, you don't hear it.
That man over there is trying to figure out what the Ruined ate for tea. I'm over here trying to figure out who the fuck did it. Oh yeah, how this tree look, Pete? This tree fucked?
Yep, tree's also dead. All the leaves have fallen off.
I'll take a bit of the bark as well. Can't hurt.
You accidentally cut your thumb open slightly when removing the bark. It did in fact hurt.
Ow. Fuck. Man, this shit's so cool. There probably isn't, like, anything here significant to find properly, maybe. However, we didn't actually get to see most of this map because of dark vision, so I'm just sort of exploring.
Yeah. Heroic maps, baby. They're good.
Yeah.
They make good shit.
So nothing's down with the stonework. There's no
The
traces
stonework.
of anything.
Stonework appears to be
Seems
perfectly
fine.
normal.
So it's just living shit that's been affected.
Yep. yep, the statue seems to be completely unweathered, a marble statue of a dark-haired woman with pointy ears. I say dark-haired, you can't tell what colour hair she has. She's a statue. Long hair flowing, there we go. You get the sense from her demure and very mindful sort of pose that she'd probably have dark hair. There you go.
I'm going to turn around and bump into Soros. I may be able to see in the dark, Soros, but it doesn't mean that, you know... Announce yourself, please.
I did.
100 feet ago.
I took a look at the fruit stall. I noticed that, well, there's no sign of burning. There's no sign of mold. Leads me to believe that the magic used, it is not acidic in nature, nor is it necrotic.
I mean, I know from Cloudkill that it's primarily acid-related damage, right?
Nope, it is poison.
Is it? I thought it was acid.
Nope.
Oh, no. I'm thinking of something else. That was the whole reason I put fucking protection from poison on, Who's the Morts?
Soros helped.
Ruined. I did a fit, yeah. Thank you, Soros. I wouldn't recommend touching it with your hands, though.
Oh, you mean you do not want this? Well,
I'm saying that...
A chunk of it slips in between his fingers and falls onto his shoe.
I'm saying that it's primarily poison.
I'll just shake it off and wipe it on my leg.
Okay.
I also inspected the vomit that the ruin left behind. I noticed there were clumps of blood.
Right, but you do know that man basically... I think it's about 3 or 4 orifices that shoot blood out of him.
And you're not
I'm
100%
aware.
sure about the other orifices.
I do not have any other vomit to inspect.
Okay.
As you walk up the steps towards this building, you can see the telltale signs of ash and charred stone. This was the building that was on fire. Appears to have been put up before the entire building burnt down, but there is multiple kind of blackened doorways, glass is shattered, that sort of thing.
How's our boy without dark vision doing? Where is he? There he is.
Hi guys.
He's coming.
Hold
I
on.
still find it hilarious that you just haven't brought out a torch. You're just suffering in darkness.
That doesn't give off the right feeling. This is just an investigation. Torch would be like in a dungeon or whatever.
Or, you know, an investigation where you
shit.
want to inspect evidence. Goes
Well,
torch and then eventually lantern when you get far enough in the future, and then flashlight. It's very much a thing you bring with you for an investigation.
nah, I can see like.
I mean,
what-
to be
what is
frank,
it,
even
15
the people
feet?
with dark vision would probably want a torch out when investigating because they can't see color or detail in dark vision. So,
I feel confident in my.
it's a good point.
Checks-
Soros probably
checks
couldn't
bag of
tell that there was
holding
blood in the
control.
vomit. He probably just went, there's vomit. Because it would just be all grey.
Welcome to my life, man.
Yeah.
I have a
Welcome to
torch.
my life. I think I'd have too.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone has torches. Most
Yeah.
adventuring pack, like different equipment packs, come with torches in them. Alright, do you want to investigate the burnt building?
Wait, which one was it? The left one or the bottom one?
The bottom one is where
Bottom
it
one.
seems to have originated from, but some of it did spread to this one as well.
Yeah, why not?
Alright, roll me an investigation check. Very nice.
Hey, let's go lower my dice. Dice.
That's what you get when you let your heart win. Cool. 19 and a 17 from Sorrows and Aegis. Neurixius does not have dark sight and doesn't have a torch out because he thinks it would kill the vibes if he had a torch out right now.
I'm looking the other way.
Yes, this floor here is made out of floor.
Aegis and Sorrows, as you start to explore the burnt out building, which was clearly like the interior of like a restaurant slash cafe. You could sit inside, you could eat inside, but there's also the kitchen and such like. The fire seems to have originated from inside the kitchen, which kind of makes sense. You know, if a building were to burn down that had a big fire already in the building, i.e. an oven, it would make sense for it to originate from the oven, right? But you can't see any reason why it would have started. The oven seems to be intact. Not like gas is a thing yet, so it's not a gas oven or anything like that. It's almost like, from what you can tell, in fact with a 19 Sorrows you can see this explicitly, what appears to be like darkened stone in front of the oven in the shape, like uncannily like in the shape of a clawed hand, and then another one just a little bit further along, almost like something came out of the oven on fire and clawed and pulled its way out of the oven.
Aegis.
With
Yes,
your 17, you can pick up on that as well once he points it out to you.
Oh, I'll get.
Look at these markings.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Neurixius, hey guys, I think this is a kitchen.
Guys, they were cooking.
Somebody cooked here.
Someone cooked. Oh god. Yeah, cool. I mean, just trying to think of what to do other than, I mean, I'll try and take any samples from the claw marks, but I'm assuming the fire has probably killed everything.
Yeah, basically, the claw mark is essentially soot on the floor.
But you're saying it's coming from inside the oven out.
Yeah, that's what the direction of the hands would indicate. Would be something pulling itself out of the oven.
Cool. Can I have a closer look inside the oven? Oh god, I'm about to sneeze. Oh no. Okay. Whew.
Dangerous.
Don't sneeze in the fucking crime scene.
Yeah, that's a good point. Fuck. What happens
like,
if you
I was
do
gonna
sneeze while investigating a crime scene? Like, you just completely fuck it.
Well, normally you have, you know.
Sure, but like if you don't, like sometimes you get a sudden sneeze, and if you don't manage to like get an arm up in the way in time or whatever, you could literally be like looking over a dead body that's been murdered, and just suddenly be like, "Achoo!" and just like,
It's a good way to hide your involvement if you're a crooked cop.
That might help you in squares if you want to play a crooked cop.
Alright, what's going on inside this oven?
It appears to be an oven, blackened from fire, but you know, stone oven, like a pizza oven.
There's no other indication inside the oven of any shit going on.
Nope.
Interesting.
I'll allow everyone to make one last investigation roll. That was nearly very good. That is very good. Aegis nearly got a nat 20. Sorrows, you did get a nat 20.
Do I still get to roll, or is my nat one just fucking me?
No, you can roll if you want. You can lower your dice average even further if you want.
Bro, what is happening? I've not rolled over a 5. What the fuck?
Yeah, if you stop rolling now, Tamu, for tonight, you'll have the new lowest average, and that'll be great.
Man,
that'd be so good. You can take
like
the
my average now is gonna be like a 3.5 or some shit. Like, what the fuck is this?
That was beautiful.
Man.
Neurixius,
Like,
you
get what
discovered
you fucking
something curious about this kitchen.
What's that?
Inside the kitchen, there appears to be this whole room with hooks, and on the hooks is salted meat. That's strange.
Why would they salt meat?
You've never come across a room of salted meat in your life. It's I mean, you are from the hells, but you know, is this some sort of ritualistic murder maybe going on here? Anyways, with his nat 20...
I'm thoroughly investigating the meat currently. That's what I'm doing.
With your nat 20 sorrows, you discover the final area where you can find like the evidence of Cloudkill having been here, which is a back alley outside the kitchen, presumably where they would take in deliveries. There's some trees out there that also are decayed, but as you kind of explore down the alley further, you don't see any further kind of decayed plant life or dead bodies. The other thing you can see is that with your nat 20, there appears to have been a delivery in the middle of taking place when whatever happened. The fire seems to be after the Cloudkill happened, from what you can tell. And the delivery all has a name that at this point is becoming a little bit familiar to you.
What's the name?
Yeah, take a guess.
Sure, go for it.
Is it the company that was also doing stuff for Azamor or whatever? The company that we talked about in Earthhold?
Forvan Exports and Shipping, yes.
Yes, that.
Son of a bitch.
Is the crate still there?
Yeah, there's multiple crates on like a cart that haven't fully been unloaded yet.
Can I inspect?
Sure, the crates are full of food. The food is decayed, but...
How's the name written on there? Is it like painted on there? Is it a piece of paper?
It's a painted kind of like insignia, yeah. You get the impression that they probably have some sort of stencil because all of them are basically identical.
And there's more than one of these.
Mm-hmm.
Can I, like, take a lid of one?
Sure. It's about the size of a shield, so not huge.
I'm gonna walk back round to the rest of the party with the crate lid, and I'm just gonna lift it in front of them.
Where was that?
Out back. This delivery appeared to arrive just before everything happened. It hadn't even been unpacked yet.
Now, this name has come up a few times before. I mean, knowing my rolls, I probably won't get shit, but can I roll to see if having these people here, whatever, if that would even make sense for them to have trade up here, all the way away from Azamor? That seems where they are, like, most busy.
They are not located in Azamor. You don't know where the company originates from, but you've been told that they trade in Azamor. They're not based in Azamor.
But could I still roll a check to see if they seem like they would be here, or if it makes any sense at all, or if it shouldn't?
Sure, you can roll. Also, I'm just going to add one extra detail to what Sorrows found. Most of the crates that you looked in had, decayed produce in them.
Mm-hmm.
One of the larger crates, potentially the one you took the lid of, would have been about, on a normal person, up to their waist. So for you, like maybe up to, mid-thigh sort of area.
Yeah.
So fairly large crate that appeared to have, it had no decayed produce in it. It was completely empty.
Okay. I'll let them know that.
What would I roll for that?
I guess like history would be the most appropriate, yeah. Hey.
Oh, yo!
We're 15. If they are trading all the way out here, which is a island nation, which is, you don't know whether they do much trade with the wider world, but even if they do, this is still, smaller nation, a little bit further out of field. It just means that Forvan Exports and Shipping is very widespread. If they are in Earthhold, if they are in Valar, and then they're in Azamor, and they're in Kellencor, then you're basically looking at the entirety of the northern area of the map that we've been using thus far, and then a decent way east as well.
So it's either very, very far trade, or something fishy's going on, basically.
Yeah, but put it this way. This would be the equivalent of a shipping company being used across the entirety of the Roman Empire sort of spread. You know, like,
Right.
it's plausible, but it's unlikely. The chances of one company having that much trade rather than what I imagine was more common in some time like the Roman Empire would be you'd have a company in Rome that would trade with a company in another city that would then trade with another company that's in another city, so it would move hands. This is the same company popping up over and over and over again, which implies that they've basically got more or less a monopoly.
Is there on that or any chest really? Is there like a little plaque that I can like rip off, or like a little piece of paper that would indicate that these are, just so I have like evidence for later?
Well,
Anything I can take with?
That's what I've
basically?
got the lid for.
Yeah, it's a
Do you
fairly
want to take
large
the entire
lid,
lid with you?
but you could always
That's
like,
why I'm asking
you
too.
could always like sketch out the logo once you like get a piece of paper or what have you. You can do me
Sure.
another investigation roll to try and like find like the shipping manifest, but if you can't find that, the only thing is going to be like the actual symbol on the crates. Sure, we're 14. You can find a shipping manifest nailed onto one of the crates. As far as you can tell, it was just foodstuffs, so
Okay.
nothing out of the ordinary. But like you've got a piece of paper with the stamped logo
Yeah.
on a piece of
that's
paper
what I
rather
wanted.
than on a big wooden panel.
Okay, yeah. That should be me then.
We should show this to the Griffin Rider captain.
Agree. Or even the queen, even better. But yeah.
It seems they may have more involvement than they realize.
I'm gonna retcon that Gion and the Ruin came with you this far. I haven't bothered to move the tokens, but they're here with you standing in the room. Gion will go, well, it's useful information, but it's not exactly the murderer, as far as we know. Assuming there's a murderer.
That's up to whatever crawled out of there, and I'll point at the oven. I mean, the ovens I know don't really have something like that going on.
You know for a fact with the Nat 20 Sorrows, the Cloudkills didn't have like hands or anything. They were moving clouds, so whatever was in the oven was not a Cloudkill. But there are also burnt bodies in this building, so nonetheless, people died from whatever presumably was in the oven, unless the oven thing was the first victim. But the Cloudkill and the fire seem to be related, but not the same.
If there are claw marks, are there any like charred anything, whatever really? Is there like a way to track whatever crawled out of the oven? Or did that stop?
As far as you can tell, even with Sorrows' Nat 20, at some point the building becomes too burnt to be able to differentiate where this
that makes
thing
sense.
went and
Okay.
where the fire spread naturally.
It sounded
Right.
to me like there was still something on the loose.
Aye.
At least one.
They wouldn't have crawled that far if it were a normal civilian.
Also,
We would
probably
have a
wouldn't.
body.
Even tieflings don't really have claws, so
Yeah,
Even Erexius here probably couldn't leave marks like that.
agreed.
That's
Maybe. Can I
like
actually
that.
test that theory? Actually?
sure. Do you want Neurixius to turn into dragonborn form and try and leave a claw mark on the crime scene?
I want him to put his hands next to it. I want to see how far-fetched an idea that actually would be from the claw marks to his hand.
Sure. If Neurixius is willing.
Sure. I mean,
It's only
if
because
he genuinely believes that, if he actually like says, yeah, do it, go ahead. I mean, I'll do it.
Okay. I'm not going to need a roll for this. The claw marks do appear to be bigger. Like longer
Similar,
claws.
Like how a cat and like a tiger, for example.
Oh, so it's not, you can't see like the shape of a paw. It is literally scratches from claws.
Ah, right. Okay.
But from what you can tell, the scratches and like the depth of them and what have you would have been from longer claws. So
Bigger, you said. So it's like,
yeah.
okay. Bigger, and it crawled out of the oven. That's a big ass oven. Goddamn.
Think of all the bread you could make with it.
Yeah. Oh,
Don't get in
bro,
the
don't get me
kiln.
started.
That's the lesson.
Okay.
Don't get in the kiln.
Get out of the kiln.
I'll put my mates in the kiln.
Well, if your mate jumped off a cliff, would you?
Yeah. I can't remember what the next line is. I think the line is, if your mate climbed into the kiln, would you get into the kiln? My mate is in the kiln.
Regardless, I'd rather not show all our findings until we have everything. I'm gonna need to head to this library of his.
Would they actually be open at this time?
If you show the badge, I'm sure the security will let you in.
I do not think I will help much with books. I will head to the tavern and wait for you there.
I don't foresee anything bad happening, so...
I can join you, and I'll look at age. Maybe we should grab some books and take them to the tavern with us, so we have our.
Great.
Okay. So. Alright, so Sorrows, you're going to the tavern. I'm going to say the Ruined, and Gion will come with you. Not so that, you know, certain other players are on their own while injured. Sorrows, are you taking a long rest or are you staying up?
I'm going to stay up for now.
Okie doke.
How late is it now? After all those?
Yeah, it's probably about 9 PM at this point. I'm just about to move the clock forward. I found that the clock is much more efficient to move forward if I pause the game first, so that's why you may occasionally notice me pause the game if I want to change the time. It seems to be very, very slow if I'm streaming and also the clock is actively moving forward. So, cool. Okay. Aegis and Nerexius then, what are you looking for in the library? Just a book on spells, on Cloudkills specifically, or?
I'd probably just help. Whatever Aegis rolls, I'll assist.
So you
Because
get
he just
advantage.
knows more.
Cool, cool.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I will... first of all, look for... I can't remember what class of spell Cloudkill is. I'm pretty sure it's...
Cloudkill is
Abjuration.
Conjuration.
Ah, there we go then. I was still right on the money first time with Cloudkill, putting Conjuration. Anyway, yeah, I'll look for a book for that, and then I'll also look for something to do with poisons.
Okay. I'm going to say to find the books you're looking for, that's going to be another investigation check.
Yeah.
Don't forget you got advantage.
Advantage, yeah?
Yeah. Very nice.
18. Cool. Yeah, you find 2 books that are going to cover the subject you're looking for.
Mm. Can I, after we find those 2 books, can I go up to the librarian or whatever, or someone who seems to know this place very well?
Sure.
Excuse me.
Yes. Hello. I am the janitor.
Sorry.
It's 9 PM. I'm not actually the librarian, but how can I help?
Well, I mean, you're the only person who seems somewhat capable around here, so...
I mop these halls. I know them well.
Do you, by any chance, ever read any of these books, or brush over them, look at them?
I look at them. I've read a handful, but most of this is a little bit far beyond my understanding.
Do you know if there's any that would maybe describe any elemental crimes? Maybe if sometime that where something crawled out of an oven, to be mildly specific?
Roll me a persuasion check.
Yes, I have this novel written by some guy.
Ah. You'll be wanting our true crime or maybe our folklore sections.
Right.
I can direct you to them.
Yeah, that would be great.
He directs you to them.
Okay. I will probably look for the folklores.
Okay.
And like spend, because I'm not actually sure if that's actually a thing there. I'll spend like 10 minutes max looking for something. That's it though.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like this is a history roll with advantage because you've got the books you're looking for.
Okay.
So both of you just give me history rolls with advantage.
Okay.
Not bad.
Not too bad.
Yikes.
Same end result though. Cool. 2 14s. Aegis.
Yes.
What do you want to know about Cloudkill first of all?
I mean,
I'll read you the description to start off with.
Yeah,
Cloudkill
'cause, I mean,
is a
information of Cloudkill is not going to be much use because it's like a whole different.
it's a different kettle of fish, yeah.
Yeah.
Cloudkill is a 5th level conjuration spell that creates a 20-foot radius sphere of poisonous yellow-green fog centered on a point you choose within range, the range being 120 feet. The fog spreads around corners, it lasts for the duration or until strong wind disperses the fog, ending the spell. Its area is heavily obscured. When a creature enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, the creature must make a Constitution saving throw, taking 5d8 poison damage on a failed save. Creatures are affected even if they hold their breath or don't need to breathe. It moves 10 feet away from you at the start of each of your turns, rolling along the surface of the ground. The vapors, being heavier than air, sink to the lowest level of the land, even pouring down openings.
Right.
No information that you can find on living Cloudkills or how to create something that's living, but you can, from that, divine that the living Cloudkills were smaller than a normal Cloudkill. So essentially,
Yeah.
giving it the ability to think and move appears to make it smaller or like just less powerful in that sense. Additionally, as far as you can tell, the spell was not. You can't with Cloudkill. You can't like divine where it moves to. It just moves 10 feet away from you,
Yeah.
essentially drifting.
So it's
So
definitely not
These
the
weren't being
Cloudkill
like,
spell.
yeah, these
It
weren't
is-
being puppeteered. They were moving on
Yeah.
their own.
Okay.
And what was
I
the
guess
other book
another
you wanted to read up on?
Oh, poisons and stuff. I wanted to basically derive what type, if this itself was a magical poison or it was like a made poison.
The effects that you find on the sample, the tissue sample, and the plants and such like appear to mirror the effects that Cloudkill would have on a person. So
Right.
the effects that it had on people and the environment does appear to mirror the actual spell Cloudkill.
I guess the last thing to try and figure out is whether these are natural occurrences of magical creatures, i.e. elemental.
You can't find any information anywhere on living Cloudkills as a concept that
Yeah.
have been recorded before.
So if anything, the only thing that it could be is that they have been created.
Created and possibly the invention of a new spell, or potentially extra planar and just never recorded before.
But we have no information of anything to be for like how to do it. It is just this isn't like a natural occurring phenomenon. Yeah. Cool.
Cool. And then Samo, you wanted to read up on folklore about things crawling out of ovens. You can find all sorts of horror stories of like, you know, hags and babadooks and mimics and such like. Trying to find something explicitly about like a burning thing coming out of the oven, you can't really find much on that. However,
It doesn't. Oh yeah, sorry.
you can find stories about fire elementals and such like, which some of them do have claws. and various demons and such, like demonic creatures that would have claws and be fiery. So in that sense, you can find it, just not anything about like it suddenly appearing in an oven or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't have looked like specifically for something out of an oven. Like, I'm aware
you did ask the janitor for.
Yeah, but because I wasn't sure if there's like maybe by any chance like a specific thing with something
yes,
specifically come out of the oven.
The oven man.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, bro, don't get me started on Bagman. But yeah, just generally, I would have been looking out for like something that is a bit taller than me. Like, I don't know by how much bigger the claw was. I don't know. That is on fire.
Yeah, various stories about like fire elementals and demons, fiends.
Okay. Right. I guess we don't really have a lot to go by then, but yeah.
Doing anything else at the library?
Nope.
Heading back to the tavern?
I was gonna say, how long is Norisa staying there for? Because I can stay a little longer because I only need 4 hours long rest.
I mean, I would go until like I would actually have to like leave.
Yeah.
Or until you don't really like you can read on your own, right? Like as soon as you have all the books, I'd probably leave.
Alright, cool.
Yeah.
Alright. So Norixus, you leave before Aegis leaves, yeah?
Yeah.
Hey, Aegis.
Oh no.
I knew something was gonna happen.
Give me a perception roll.
What's up, bud? Uh-huh. Now I don't have my fucking babysitter here with me.
I turn around. Okay.
That's good anyway, because I wanted to plan to do something.
You get the feeling that someone's watching you, but if you look, you are 100% certain that someone is not physically here watching you. But you get that kind of like prickling on the back of your neck, like there is someone looking at you.
The bag man.
You said you wanted to do something.
Yeah. Where's this library's restricted section?
Sure. Does the library have the library has a restricted section.
Excellent.
It's chained off, and there is a metal gate there as well.
Do I detect any signs of magic on the gate?
Roll me an Arcana check. Or if you've got the detect magic spell, you can always do that. That was nearly in that one. Yes, the gate is magically warded. It's not magically locked. It is magically warded, so if someone unlocks it without a key, it will set off an alarm.
Ah, you bastard.
Man's desperate to get his hands on a copy of Eladrin's Gone Wild, Volume 27.
Listen, alright? In Valar, you need to be over 100 to get these novels, alright? I'm only 40.
Meanwhile,
man,
in
that
Arzamor, they
sucks.
just put it on the third shelf.
Oh, bad. That's a bastard. I don't have any spells.
Yeah, well, it's a shame you don't have any other ways around it as well.
I'm not using the staff to teleport in. You fucker.
That's not what I was suggesting.
Oh, actually, yeah, no, that is a great point. Ooh. Ooh. I could use the pass wall spell.
So I'm going to add then to that 25 specifically, there are also wards inside to, like, if someone were to teleport in. So basically the only way that you can stop the alarm from going off is either having the key or disabling the alarm.
So what, you're saying that there's wards to stop people teleporting in?
Basically, think of it like this. The door is warded, and then the floor is also warded. So if someone were to suddenly appear on the floor inside the restricted section, they'd go, well, you didn't deactivate the alarm with the key, so...
Yeah, because it just sounds like I can use the pass wall thing that allows you to walk through walls and just walk through the gate. Because technically I'm not just appearing.
Yeah, but the floor is also warded, so as soon as you would step on the floor, it'd go, well, you didn't disarm the alarm.
Yeah. 'Tis a shame.
Yeah, if only there was some other way you could get through it.
Don't you... Oh, you bastard.
It's up to you, man. How bad do you want that Eladrin porn?
Oh, hang on a second. Let me check my character sheet. Well, I'm looking at a certain thing here, and I do kind of want it. Fuck it. Can I do the thing?
If you want to do the thing, click the thing, man.
I'm gonna do it. Can I do the thing?
Okay. That 20 on the not destroying the staff. Well done.
Yeah, thanks.
You focus your energy on the staff, and the presence that you can feel prickling at the back of your neck seems to get stronger. And then you can hear... and you hear the crack get bigger. And then a figure steps out of the shadows on the other side of the gate. Hello, Aegis.
Hello.
You trying to do something nefarious?
I wouldn't go that far. All the best books are usually locked up.
Indeed. Have you ever wondered why that might be?
From all I can think, it's people that do not use them properly.
And you would use them properly, would you?
I'd like to think I would.
He suddenly disappears from in front of you, and then you hear him behind and next to your ear. Your friend Dai would disagree with that, considering what you're doing to his poor staff.
He made his choice.
And you made yours. What do you think you'll find in there that's worth risking life and limb and the very fates?
I won't know until I find out.
Did you ever hear about what killed the Tressums of this world?
No.
An old nursery rhyme says it was curiosity. And with that, he will turn the handle of the gate, and you'll hear it unlock, and the wards deactivate.
You know, if we will keep meeting like this, it would be handy to know your name.
My name has been forgotten in the aeons. Your kind. Only one of you has learnt my name. You knew her, he says with a smile. She's walking closer and closer and closer to a precipice. I hope she'll live, but I'm not certain she will.
I see.
I could tell you where to find her if you're curious.
Be nice to know if she's okay.
She is in the moment. I sent her all the way south to Vara's Gardens.
Have to roll a history check on that motherfucker.
Okie doke. Vara's Gardens is a famous walled-off garden. It's considered one of the wonders of the world, built by people long forgotten. Not sure if it's giants or not. You've not been there, but I said by people, not by my people. That's the word "people" doesn't warrant the arm race. It's just my people.
One hand.
I'm German, I shouldn't raise him. My bad.
It as a created by people long since forgotten. It is near the village of Iralonia. Iralona, in the kind of southern area of the Eladrin, so not that far away from Kellencor. Its purpose is unknown, but it's long since abandoned. It's a ruin now, or overgrown. Some people theorize it was a druid's grove once upon a time.
What is it you hope she achieves?
Knowledge. Mostly for me.
I see. Was this what you do? Use people for your own gain? Is that all I am to you?
Zila asked for help, and I offered her help because she intrigued me. You asked for help, and I offered you help because you intrigue me. Does it have to be anything more sinister than that? He says with a very sinister smile that doesn't reach his black, dead eyes.
Get the feeling with you everything is a game.
Just realised we've had this like nice cheering music playing the whole time while you're talking to fucking old maid. If it is, it's a game to which mortals will never be able to fathom. I've opened the door for you. Why don't you take a step inside?
I'll roll an insight on that one.
Okay.
What I'll get from that, not sure.
I mean, he's disabled the ward for you. You are safe to go inside.
I'll start walking inside.
As you pass him, you walk past him, you feel the presence of him disappear. The restricted section is quiet. It is dark. There are no candles lighting this area at all. The only light that is sifting through is moonlight through a tall window. Rows upon rows upon rows of books, many of them locked behind chains, line the bookshelves.
Interesting. I'll just sort of browse through for the moment. I'm not set on what I'm trying to look for, but the main ones would be stuff to do with chemomancy or blood magic.
Okie doke.
And then maybe some stuff to do with just magic in general.
Roll me an investigation check.
Okay.
At 20. Very nice. Give me 1 second. Just having a look, see for what's the best thing to give you. That sounds promising.
Should have left me alone, Samo.
Sorry, what?
Should have left me alone. You had your eye on me the entire time, and you're like, I'm EP.
Yo, listen. I got my shit to do. I said we could just go back to the fucking to the inn and read there, but nope.
Nope. Because I wanted to do something like this.
Something devious, something scandalous.
Okay, yeah. It's not quite on blood magic. Blood magic, from what you can tell looking through the forbidden section and what you've seen in other libraries, is something that's not really been recorded on much because it's new. But you find something that, as you kind of like are running your fingers along the spines of the different books, one of them you touch and a shiver runs down your spine. Your finger, the bone within your index finger as you touch it, feels like a shiver of ice rather than bone. It's dark in here, as I said, basically only illuminated by moonlight. But you can undo the chain and take this book off the bookshelf if you'd like.
Howard kill.
I'd like to make sure that there's nothing going on with the chains on the book first.
They do not appear to have any magic on them. I guess they felt that the restricted section was well guarded enough that once you're inside, you get the sense that the only reason why there are chains here is to, make it harder for someone to steal them if they're trying to do a smash and grab sort of job. So you will need to pick the lock. But
yeah, in that case, I'll do that.
These tools then.
Excellent.
That'll be enough.
Excellent.
Do you want to take the book?
I'd like to at least have a look inside first.
Okay. As you pull the book off the bookshelf, that coldness spreads to the palm of your hand, and as you pull it into the pale moonlight, you can see that the cover is made of skin, seemingly drow skin.
Oh, fuck. Oh, no.
And the fittings of the book, the bindings and such like, they're made of bone.
Okay, can I do something before I open it then?
Okay, I'm going to say one last bit of description. As your hand was like running over it, pulling off the bookshelf, your other hand went to start to pull the cover open. You can pause and not do it if you want to, but as your finger lingers there, you hear faint whispers.
Damn, H just gets so well now. No.
Oh, and the cover has a title on it in Elvish, which I believe you speak Elvish, so that's good.
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Yeah. The cover is called The Libram of Souls and Flesh.
Oh, no.
Well, Aegis has got a dark place.
Let's do some light stuff to read on a Sunday evening.
Definitely going to cast Identify on it to make sure there's no curse.
Okay. Go ahead and cast Identify. Target yourself for this. That's fine, I did it. Identify. Cool. So you've identified the book. It is indeed the Libram of Souls and Flesh.
Yep.
You learn its properties and how to use them, whether it requires attunement to use, and how many charges it has, if any. You learn whether any spells are affecting the item and what they are. If the item was created by a spell, you learn which spell created it. If you instead touch... Okay, blah, blah. Cool. So...
I'm assuming a curse is a spell.
It is, yeah. It is not cursed. That is good news.
Oh.
Bad news. It does require attunement by a wizard.
Ah, balls.
While you are holding the book, you can use it as a spellcasting focus for your wizard spells. The book has 3 charges, and it regains 1d3 expended charges daily at dawn. You can use the charges in the following ways while holding it. If you spend 1 minute studying the book, you can expend 1 charge to replace one of your prepared wizard spells with it. You know what, fuck it. I'm going to allow you to use it as an artificer. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
Because it's prepared spells. You prepare spells as an artificer. It's fine. If you spend 1 minute studying the book, you can expend 1 charge to replace one of your prepared artificer spells with a different spell that's in the book. The new spell must be of the necromancy school.
Oh, so basically I can use necromancy spells if I replace them with a...
Yeah, we'll get to that in a moment as well. As an action, you can expend 1 charge to take on a semblance of undeath for 10 minutes. For the duration, you take on a deathly appearance, and undead creatures are indifferent to you unless you have damaged them. You also appear undead to all outward inspection and to spells used to determine the target's status. The effect ends if you deal damage or force a creature to make a saving throw. So you can both disguise yourself as dead amongst undead, and you can feign death. Like if you want to, like, you know, sneak into a coroner's office, you could be like, I'm dead for 10 minutes. So the spells it has inside it. When found, the book contains the following spells, which are wizard spells for you while you are attuned to the book. Animate Dead, Circle of Death, False Finger, Finger of Death, Speak with Dead, Summon Undead, which appears in this book, Vampiric Touch.
God damn.
So yeah.
The only problem with that though is that I still have to use spell slots for them, right?
Yes, so you can swap out spells you've got prepared for the spells that are in the spellbook, essentially.
Yeah, but I'm talking about because some of them sounded higher than 2
Yeah,
spells,
so if you
right?
don't have the spell slot for it, you can't cast it.
Yeah, so I just can't use them. Which kind of sucks for an artificer because I think like the highest I can get to is like 5th level.
And you're multiclassing, so.
Yeah. It's very, very interesting.
Alright. I've added that book to your inventory, assuming you want to take it with you.
I'm not going to.
Okay.
Because while I could use it, I can't use it effectively enough. However, if there are anything, if there is anything I can do to take the take anything from it for my languages thing I'm doing, my Rosetta Stone stuff. No.
Oh, for runes and such like.
Yeah.
Sure. You can draw
So
down the
further that.
rune that's on the book.
Yeah. I'll do that.
And then you put the book away?
Yes.
As you put the book away, that coldness almost feels like a hand interlocking with your fingers, and then you pull it away like a lover being left behind. And the whispers fade away.
Yeah, Hopeful Days, all that shit. Fuck you.
You done?
I guess so.
Alright.
The main problem I also have as well is that it kind of looked suspicious if the guy goes, "Hey, you're gonna enter the library. Here's this thing to get through," and then they're like, "Oh, one of the restricted books is somehow missing." That's weird. No, that is fine. I will close it back up.
Cool. guessing you all head back to the tavern, people who weren't already there, and you take a long rest then.
Yep.
I was going to talk to Gion. Okay.
Okay. You speak to Gion. What do you want to say?
Where are we?
In the tavern, I assume, since you guys stayed behind.
Yeah, but like at a table or the bar.
Either or.
Alright. We'll be sat at a table. I can't help but bear responsibility for what nearly happened earlier.
What? Those Cloudkill things nearly killing us?
That was almost it for us.
You
I
didn't,
got cocky.
you didn't exactly order us to all throw ourselves into the fire.
I know. But I didn't show caution either. We can't always have griffins there to save us. I need to be more prepared. Starting with this. What do we do about the Dragonborn?
My inclination would be to talk to him rather than kill him.
No more deaths. I agree.
Could always pursue something like a spell, Zone of Truth, just to make sure he doesn't try and lie to us.
Do you know anything of such magic?
I am not one for casting magic, no. I mean, I know very basic spells from basically my... No, I don't know any spells. Never mind, I'm not someone who knows spells. I thought
No, never mind. Actually, I just forgot.
I thought Wood Elves had a spell as part of their race, but maybe I'm misremembering.
Wood Elves have movement instead, I think. I think that's what they get.
Yeah, okay.
Instead of casting spells.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, she doesn't know any magic.
Very well. I'll keep an eye out. After our last encounter, I can't help but say I'm curious. Are you able to see more into my future?
I can't see your future at all. It's not what my gift is. My gift is understanding people for what they are.
I see. Well, I think that may come in handy. I shall speak to Norixius.
Quick question. Does this conversation start immediately after you enter the tavern?
This would probably be while you're away.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm asking.
Alright. Want to do anything else?
I'd catch Norixius when he gets back.
Okay. Nerixius, you enter, Soros flags you down.
When I enter, where are people at? Like, I assume I see them before they see me. I assume they're not constantly looking at the door, or are they? Maybe, I don't know.
Sorrows, would you be positioned in such a way that you can see the door?
Yeah.
Then, yeah, he will see you as soon as you enter. Gion will have gone to bed at this point. The Ruined will still be up, eating his chocolate cake.
I would see this, and I would at least try and work towards the reception if that's where I order food as well. I'll just go to wherever I order. Yeah, sure. That's where I would aim to go if Soros doesn't stop me.
I'd be sat at the bar anyway, waiting for you. So
Yeah,
I'll signal for you to come
the-
sit next to me.
I'll order the best thing they have, like the best meal they have. Whatever that might be.
Would you like another glass of wine to go with that?
Oh, this is not for this is not for me. I would have a glass of wine though.
Barkeep,
Mm-hmm.
may I order a glass of your nicest wine? In fact, make it the bottle.
Give me 1 sec. Certainly. The bottle, that will be 5 gold. And the meal for you, sir, that will be 3 silver.
I have exactly 3 silver left. Nice. Alright. Whenever the meal is ready. Actually, how fast would the meal be stationary in front of me?
I don't know, like 20 minutes.
Okay, so I suppose Soros will want to talk first then.
I'll slide a glass in front of you and I'll start pouring. I'll fill it like right to the top.
I'll have a good little swig.
Get it down you. You've had a long day. Plenty more where that came from.
I mean,
Well, I
a
suppose.
glass of wine filled to the brim out of a bottle is about a quarter of the bottle. So, there's not plenty more where that came from.
Yeah, I should probably also not drink that. Should
You can
not-
roll insight if you want, by the way. You'll steal out Pete's job.
Yeah, that's actually a good point. That is. My insight sucks though, so don't worry. Yep.
Alright. You're not really lying to him or anything, so... No roll needed for that. That's just a 9 on your insight. You're not aware of whatever Sorrows may or may not be trying to do with getting you drunk. But I can
How
feel
much
it
is-
coming in the air tonight.
How much does he drink, Samo?
I mean, okay, so this depends. I would probably not finish this glass before my food arrives. I do plan to do something with the food. So, you either talk to me before I finish the glass, or I get to do something with the food first. That kind of depends on...
Who is the food for if not for you?
I have a favor to repay.
That is very
Yes.
cryptic.
I'd like to
That's-
remind you, Samo, if you were planning on buying food for Gion, that she has already gone to bed, meaning that she's probably
aware.
already eaten. Okay.
I mean, first of all, I wouldn't really know if she had eaten or not. I mean, I could have assumed, I guess, but
Okay.
it's the best gesture I could do. So,
Yeah, I'll say that is very cryptic. Care to explain more?
let's just say that Gion may or may not have done me a great deed while fighting those whatever cloud thingies.
She is formidable.
Well,
She is sleeping.
I'll take it out a swig. Oh, I don't plan to. Yeah. Bother her as much as I think I might. I'll leave her be.
Well. How about you deliver your gift, then come back down. We'll drink some wine and talk.
Sure. And I'll kind of finish the rest that's in the glass. And when the food comes, I'll walk upstairs. I do know where her room is because we all like ran out to the thingy, right? Yeah. I'll just place the food like on the floor, knock on the door, and walk off.
Okay, you don't wait for a response, so...
No.
Also, that's worth pointing out. Everyone minus 5 silver off of them for the rooms for the night.
That's a great point. It's 100 silver per gold, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, Nerix just comes back down then, I assume.
Yep. And I'll just help myself with the wine. I'll have a second glass.
Yeah, I'm gonna fill it to the brim again. Except this time I'm gonna pour myself a small glass as well. Now, something has been brought to my attention. I do not wish to make accusations. I simply just want to get your side of the picture.
I mean, I usually come off as, like, a bit crazy and, like, just bubbly and shit. But, like, whenever these topics come up, there's, like, a little shift where you can clearly see that that's mostly just put on for dramatic effect. Where, like,
Politician.
It's like, sure. That's actually a pretty good way to put it. Objection. Yes. Sure, that's a good way to put it. And I'll, like, kind of give you, like, some side-eye. I'll, like...
Can we say we moved up to my room for this conversation as well, actually?
If Nerixus is happy for you to go
Thank
up to his
you.
room.
You know, if you take the wine bottle up to your room,
Yeah, and the wine.
I gotta follow, man.
Yeah,
You take the wine bottle and the wine, do you? Not just the wine bottle upstairs.
separately, yes. It's my drink.
Now that's...
Drink from these infernal hands.
Oh, God. Great.
Now, it's been brought to my attention that you're not the only Dragonborn in our realm. And the rest are all disguised. I was wondering if you knew anything about that. Wow. Wow.
I'll take, like, a... I'll just take a little casual swig and say, oh, is that so?
That was a nat 20 deception check. Sorrows, you can roll an insight check. You're gonna need a nat 20 to be a nat 20. That's not a nat 20.
I mean, yeah, you're probably not the only tiefling around here. I guess, maybe, I don't know.
I don't think that's... I don't... You get a nat 20 and that's what you stay with it?
I was gonna
Listen,
say,
I know what I'm saying. Listen, I'm fully aware of what I'm saying.
he's playing dumb, and you can tell that he might be dumb.
I am fully aware of what I'm saying.
I don't think that's a fair comparison.
Of course it's not.
So you mean to say you do not know about this?
And even if I did, so what? Just, I mean, to clarify, I do not know anything about this. But even if I did, what would that change?
Well, an explanation would be nice. Are you curious about this?
I mean, I came here knowing, or at least thinking, I'm the only one of my kind here. Would it be weird that there's more of me? Maybe, sure, but I'm not from around here. That would not be the weirdest thing that I've seen so far.
If you could surmise a guess. Multiple of your kind hiding around in secret. What do you think the purpose would be?
I mean, I just know my mission. I don't know, like, if there are more, which, I mean, sure, maybe. I would assume that they just have their own missions. I wasn't told that I had to, like, work with others, or however you want to put it.
What exactly was your mission again?
Well, I want to roll a totem check, because I did forget something last time, which I still haven't identified yet. Yeah. Yeah, I seem very smug all the time, but this time, like, there's an... Like, you can see the gears are just turning in my head, that, like, I'm obviously thinking about stuff.
Oh, can I roll insight to see if I pick up on that?
Sure.
Do I roll deception against that, or is that just...
I'm going to let you keep your nat 20.
Okay. Well, what I was ordered to do was to protect the ruined. This, just to clarify, I would even say, even with a 6, you can hear that this sounds pretty uncertain at times.
I see. So would it be a safe assumption that they may be protecting people as well?
I mean, that still goes under the assumption that there are more of me, which I still highly doubt, because just getting me here was already... Let's just call it a big issue. Getting multiple of me here? I mean, firstly, I don't know why, and secondly, I wouldn't know how.
Say it is true. How does that make you feel exactly? Given your understanding of the difficulties to get your kind here.
If, let's say, there's hundreds upon thousands of my kind here, that probably a thing that has already happened for a long time. And I'm just one of them.
Hmm. Well, I guess we just have to hope that we don't cross their paths. Whatever their path is.
Well, I'm sure you understand that I'm still very skeptical about all this. I'll believe it if I see evidence. I'll give him another smirk, and I'll take another swig.
Like I said, I mean not to make accusations. I just was curious.
No, I'm not bothered. Don't worry.
Here. I'll hand him the bottle of wine. Enjoy your night. As I said before, it's been a long one.
Oh, it has been.
Did you learn anything from the library?
I mainly help Aegis collect all the books. He's the bookworm. I would have just sat there and do nothing. That's why I came back early.
Understandable.
We did find some books though, so hopefully he can gather some information from that.
Here's hoping. Alright. I won't keep you any longer.
I'll get up, considering this is like Soros' room, so I should probably leave. And I'll close the door behind me.
Thoughts just occurred to me. I think we might have mentioned this with the Green Inn because that was explicitly an inn made by halflings. But in most inns that you guys have gone to, Soros' feet probably dangle off the end of the bed, don't they?
Assume so.
Yeah.
Maybe
Also,
I've got to
that's-
be like Greg Davis and sleep in the bath. If they have baths.
Or just.
I
on
mean,
the floor.
they have baths. They're probably also on the smaller side and made of like tin or whatever. But
Living in comfort.
yeah. All right.
Monsters are going to get my feces.
Everyone having a long rest then?
Yeah.
Is Aegis also coming home then?
I'd hope so.
Okay.
He would have come when that conversation was going on.
Is new day? Is new day.
Okay.
Oh, everything's bright again. Beautiful.
The
What-
dream.
What do you guys want to do the next day?
I think we should maybe just meet up at the at breakfast and talk things out. Stuff Aegis learned. All that good stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and wake up a little bit early and knock on
Wake up.
Gion's door.
Oh, infernal touch.
Okay. You knock on Gion's door.
Does she answer?
Yeah, sorry.
Is the food still there?
No, it's not.
Okay. May I come in?
Sure, she says, and she opens the door wider. Do I have you to thank for this? She says, gesturing at a tray of empty food.
You have Nerexius to thank. He said you did him a favor. A big one.
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
Not sure what that's about, but... Well,
He died.
what?
Yeah. Aegis had a potion.
And all you got was a meal.
Well, he doesn't seem like the sort to say thank you. With words.
Speaking of that, I traded words with him. From what I can surmise, he's too low in the food chain to actually know anything about what's going on with the Dragonborn.
It's fucked up. I entered the room. Yo, man, what the fuck?
I see. So, him being sent here to protect the ruined, you don't think he's lying about that?
I don't have reason to think he was lying.
But there's always the possibility that he doesn't know he's lying.
Well, he seems certain that getting a Dragonborn here is a costly ritual. He finds it hard to believe that there are many others here, and that if they are here, this is a plan that's been in motion for potentially thousands of years.
Did he describe how he came to be here?
I don't know the ins and outs of that one. I imagine the ruin would be able to explain that one more clearly as the one who found him.
Probably
If you
not
didn't
for a
want to
few
ask
more
him himself.
hours to maybe a day or so later. Kick.
By
I'm
this time,
gated.
everyone's just standing in the room. Everyone there.
So he is from another plane of existence, right? Hello.
Aye.
And that thing you found me in was also extraplanar.
Yes.
I told you that I believed it was to do with teleportation, right?
You did?
There was a place near the village where I spent the last several years of my life. The place was old, older than the people that I lived with. Made by beings that no longer walk this earth. The beings that I stayed with, they called it Askrachstra.
Can I roll history?
Sure. It's in a language you don't recognize.
I imagine it's going to be one hell of a fucking roll, but yeah.
Hail!
I'm going to say
What is this?
I'm going to say with a nat 20, that is a fail. However, bear with me. Because you don't understand that language. You've never heard that language before.
Yeah.
She then follows it up with, in the common tongue, I believe it would translate loosely to the dim gate. And with a nat 20, you have heard of the dim gate. Alright. Come with me, and you'll see a world of pure fucking imagination.
Oh god.
We're not in Terral anymore.
Every time someone rolls a fucking net 20, we go to like a fucking weird ass place. First Aegis rolls a net 20 with his fucking staff. Went to the fucking mother god dragon, whatever the fuck that was. Now we go to hell.
I love while this map is loading that people can still hear us, but all the cameras are frozen, so Samo is just like, his cheeks look like a puffer fish right now.
I
So
remember this place.
this is the Ibraean Sea, and the Ibraean Sea is the continent of little island nations to the south of Terral, kind of like the Caribbean. And the Dim Gate is all the way down here. So I'm just going to quickly add your tokens to this so that you can have it added to your map.
Alright.
The Dim Gate you've heard of as being an ancient ruin, mythological and supposedly lost to the world. Like, no one knows where it is. But you've heard stories of the Dim Gate. It is, well, a gate. A gateway to other worlds. And she's just kind of casually mentioned that she spent the last several years living near it and then used it and ended up north with an extraplanar being that she summoned with her by accident.
Wait. You spent time near the Dim Gate.
You've heard of it?
The supposed gateway to other worlds.
That's not quite how I would describe it. An orrery is how I would describe it.
Who are you exactly, Gion?
She blinks and shakes her head slightly. I don't understand what you mean.
This is not an everyday thing to share with someone.
I don't know what to tell you. I'm from a distant land, I know that much. I'm surprised you've heard of anything from my homeland, but... yes.
I spent many years dreaming of leaving my village, traveling other worlds. The dim gate came up. Not that I was sure it really existed.
It is real. I just got a little alert on my app that I use for lore stuff, like planning stuff, and it was like, bloop, bloop, and it confused me. It was a ruin near the village where I at first was kept prisoner, and later I was allowed to become a member of the village. I was told that if my life was ever in danger, I should flee to it. That it was safe, that the people of the village would not go near it. They said it was cursed. When some people in the village came to take my life, I did indeed flee to the orrery. And it seemed to awaken when I was there.
Can I roll an insight, if that means anything?
Sure. Out of character, do you know what an orrery is, by the way?
Is it some kind of religious building?
No.
No.
An orrery is a mechanical model of the solar system. So those ones that are like
Oh,
the wheels
right.
and like the little
Yeah.
planets spin around.
Yeah, okay.
For 19. I mean, awakening sounds like, either living or magical. You could describe when you went through the teleportation circle in Earthhold, like that almost awakened in a way, but that was you interacting with it to activate it. You've not heard of the dim gate being allegedly cursed, it's just been supposedly lost. And you don't really know how someone awakens an orrery.
Two more questions with that 19. One, do I know if any random person would be able to just activate this thing by going to it? Or if it's like a blood thing, or...
It's mythological in its status, so you can have heard stories of, sacred bloodlines being able to activate these sorts of places. You got a nat 20 as well, so I'm going to say that you know more than just about the dim gate. You know of at least one other location. The Cerralos, which is just south of there. So, over on this map. Jumping around all the world maps today.
And would I be able to surmise that it's giant in nature?
Again, not enough information on the dim gate to be certain. But with your nat 20, I will say at the very least the Cerralos is believed to be giant in nature.
Yeah.
So this is the Cerralos down here. You've not loaded in yet. Everyone else is loaded in but Tommy. Yeah, this one down here.
Well, that's very close to where Kytheria and stuff are going, right?
Yeah, they're going to Oris and then Viris afterwards.
You say it's an orrery. I also know of the Cerralos, and that it is made by giants.
I don't know what that is.
Similar, but not a gateway.
Might be. It's definitely an orrery. What's the difference between a gateway and an orrery? You don't know.
I
Even with
suppose.
that 20.
Well, yeah, at least it. I don't really know its true purpose, but. Well, to think you've been there and seen it yourself. Is that how you got brought to us?
After it awoke, I found myself in an unfamiliar forest. It was there I was found by Zar, the elf. You helped.
I see.
It was a short time after that the creature attacked.
Maybe we should head south of here when we find ourselves in the area.
Just a note, Tommy and I both made this mistake in the last 5 minutes because we've played this world for a long time and I changed all the names a while back. We both called it Vir. It's called Vir-S on the map if you're wondering why we're calling it Vir. I just thought, people are like, where's Vir? And they've not pointed out Vir on the map. It's the same place, it's just, I changed the name. But yeah,
We're oldies.
We're oldies and I made the mistake first, so... yeah.
It might be worth checking out, especially with you.
If you want that, we can go there. She nods.
I've always had an interest in the giant culture. I think you may make it more interesting.
Returning to the subject at hand, though. If I was able to travel a large distance across this world and bring an extra planar being with me, that was with something that already existed in this place. Maybe you called it a gateway. Maybe there are other gateways. Maybe it's not as difficult as Nerexius believes.
Perhaps not. And if there really are this many of them, then... well, things start to make more sense of how they got here. And if people don't know about these gateways, how they got here so quietly.
She nods.
Perhaps this other one I speak of is one of them. But that still doesn't lead us to the explanation of their reason here. And I'm not sure I'm going to like the explanation.
Yeah, well... the village where I grew up in, they said that the people who lived near the dim gate were demons. But Nerexius actually is one. I would not trust a demon.
We should keep this quiet with the rest of the group. Nerexius being one of them. And I don't know what's going on with the ruined and Aegis, with the blood that courses through their veins. Who they truly answer to. They are family. I trust them to a degree, but this is too dangerous to risk.
Trust but verify.
Aye. We need to be more careful with these meetings. Do you mind if I'm gonna slowly put my hand towards her and ruffle up the back of her hair.
She looks incredibly confused, but she doesn't physically stop you. And she kind of takes a half step forward from the force of you ruffling up the back of her hair as well.
I'm just keeping up appearances.
Appearances of what? She says, completely confused and not getting whatever you're putting down.
Wow. Don't even ask, you're like, huh, let's just pretend we fucked, huh?
Rather than think this was simply weaknesses of the flesh, than the true nature of our meeting.
A Rizzler.
She looks incredibly confused still. What does weakness of the flesh mean?
Yeah.
She's foreign, she's like me.
We're giving them a rumor, besides the true intention of our meeting. By that I mean school children rumors. I'm trying to be modest. Why are you doing this to me?
Ah. I understand.
Good.
You can roll an insight on that.
She doesn't. Right. She doesn't understand.
She rolled pretty high. You believe that she understands.
She understands, okay. I apologize for the raw nature of the deception. But it's the easiest to believe.
Yeah, that's not a problem, she says with a weak smile.
Would I by any chance, as they both leave the room, would I by any chance be like in the corridor? See that?
I mean, I think Sora said he woke up early, so I guess it depends how early he woke up.
Probably
a
like
bit early.
like 5-10 minutes.
Okay, then yeah, sure.
I would, because I mean, I as myself, I understand the reference, obviously, of like the ruffled up hair. Can I roll insight to see if, because it is quite obvious that this is like, I mean, if they wanted to hide it, they could just, right, try and hide it.
Sure.
It's not like massively like all over the place. It's just
Sure.
slightly out of place.
But you both are leaving the room, and she has messy hair.
Why
Right.
do you
Okay.
do this, Calum?
It's not like fucking Dennis the Menace, messy hair.
Oops, sorry.
Maybe had a terrible reference on the German,
I
but
was gonna say, I don't think he's gonna get that reference.
it's not Bart Simpson messy hair.
I don't think he's
It's-
gonna get that
Ah.
reference either.
What's a Bart Simpson? Eat pant.
No, I didn't get.
It's not gonna be Phoenix Wright level hair.
Ah, right. I get it. Okay.
There's no Bart Simpson.
No, I do.
Okay.
I'll
Good.
still roll insight. I feel
Alright.
obligated. Ooh.
Yeah, I think he's just trying to get his dice averages back up.
Yeah, he is.
Yes.
Trying to roll as much as possible. Alright. Roll me a deception check, Sorrows. Just a flat deception check, I'm afraid. No special bonuses or anything.
Alright. See you got that one.
Man comes out the room. Man, we fucked so good last night.
The biggest tell as to the fact that there is a deception going on is that as they walk out, Sorrows will probably pull some sort of like look at Nyrixis of acknowledgement, and Gion will walk out just still looking confused, and you're like, if they're fucking, why is she
Okay.
looking confused?
Yes.
Because of
two
the
dicks.
one, I'm gonna look at Nerixius and just go,
Yeah. Right. Okay. I know what I have.
Alright, anyone doing anything else?
I guess we're meeting up for breakfast.
yeah.
Alright. What do you guys want to do while eating breakfast, or do you just eat it in silence?
I'll look at Aegis. So, I hear you found some books.
I mean, it is a library.
Fantastic. But I mean more. Did you learn anything?
Nothing that we already surmised. I
What-
can. Hmm?
What about that shipping company you found the name of? Says Gion, gesturing towards Soros.
Aye. We'll bring that to the captain.
It's not much to go on.
It is not, but it may help with us get an audience with the queen.
We shouldn't get to the queen before we actually set these people down. Or whatever it is that fire thing did.
She nods.
I agree. But anything that helps our case, I'm grateful for.
What about seeing whether we can find where that shipment came from?
It may help us in the future as well, to know where these companies are shipping from. I
Great.
fear this will not be the last time we hear of them.
Sorry, I just hit my microphone. Anyone familiar with how these sorts of companies operate?
I would assume the docks, but I'm not sure if this place even has docks.
You would. That's where the fight took place, was at the docks.
Yeah, but like, it's in the sky. How does that work? Was
Yeah.
that explained?
For, like,
It's a
lifts and
skydock.
such like. Skydock.
Oh, okay.
I
Okay,
roll
well, that
a
could be a complete path.
an insight or a history or whatever.
For what?
To know if I know the answer to her question.
Okay, yeah, sure. History check. Pretty much any shipping company is gonna have like warehouses to, you know, store all of the goods that they bring into a location and then export out of a location.
As I come to that realization, I'll I'll snap like a waitress or whatever over.
Slap. That's what I heard.
Get
You
your
just-
bitch ass over here.
You just stand up and say, keep
That's absolutely-
my wife's name out of your goddamn mouth.
I come to the realization there's a warehouse nearby, and I just slap a waitress and leave.
The voice in my head told me.
Ow, that really hurt.
Okay,
Oh,
well
God,
now that you have
you
my
can
attention. Okay.
Surely,
I'll-
surely, you have my attention. You slapping me meant that I.
Listen, you got my attention. That's all that matters, right? Okay.
But my point is,
Yeah, I get it. Still, she has my attention as of right now. That's a true statement.
sure.
I'd say.
How can I help?
Could you maybe direct us towards like a warehouse area where we could probably near the docks, somewhere close, I would assume.
There's a district near the market where there's quite a few warehouses.
All right, perfect.
I'll give you the directions.
Did you get all that?
Yeah, can you do that? Slow down while I write
No.
it down real quick.
No, I can't.
How about for a tip? And
No,
I'll-
you just get the instructions. Fuck off.
All right, man. Sorry.
You slapped
Yeah.
her, man. You started this confrontation.
Customer service. God damn. Trustpilot.
All right. She gives you the directions to the warehouse district.
Yeah. Are we heading off? It's pretty early in the morning, right?
It's like 6 in the morning currently.
Oh yeah, that's. And do you guys have to like, I don't know, get some stuff Might get Toasty in there. Get it? See what I did there? Toasty?
Let us leave.
Was he asking
For
me?
Narixius
Says
slaps anyone else.
The waitress says, was he asking me as you all get up and leave? Why would I understand it? Alright, you heading to the warehouse district?
Yes. What was this place called again? Was it
The city that you're in?
Narsonia?
The hanging city of Narsonia.
Yeah.
I've heard so much of this song be played badly on the violin.
Really?
Yeah. It's one of the bard songs you can play in Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
And I think you mean played amazingly.
Oh, eventually you learn how to play it, sure.
I retracted spending that skill point on learning instruments because it felt wrong.
Alright.
Seem friendly around here.
Yeah, you can hear, people, calling out for if you want. Excellent. We're doing a little bit of an investigation. The song that just came on as Coastal Clues. Yeah, you can hear, people setting up for market. It is early morning, so there's not many shoppers out, but there's a couple. The building, as you walk through the different alleyways, the building that you can see before you, this big building in the center, is definitely a warehouse, and it has the Forven Shipping and Export symbol on it.
Does it seem to be... I mean, I'm aware that I currently can't see any guards, but out of experience, would this be a place that is probably guarded?
Yeah, a
Or-
warehouse would probably have guards.
Okay. And this is the, as far as I can tell, the main entrance, the front.
That is a large door that would be big enough for like a wagon to fit through, yeah.
Okay.
Whether it's the front or the back is kind of indifferent. It's a big entrance.
Is this cart, like, part of the warehouse, or
No,
is this just...
just set up outside.
Okay.
Not sure I entirely enjoy this plan.
We're just here to look around.
What's your issue with the plan?
Well, I feel like we should report our findings first. Us just stumbling into a warehouse and causing trouble might not sit well.
We have the sigil. And besides, somebody accepted these parcels. We don't know who we can trust yet.
Can I roll an insight check on these three individuals to see if they, like... Are they actually just going about their business, or is this person maybe looking out?
Sure, roll me an insight.
Or... Damn.
Just really trying to boost his dice rolls. Yeah, they appear to be a stall owner and two people browsing his wares.
Alright, in that case, I'll... approach.
Good morning, sir. How can I help you?
Hello. I was wondering if you could tell me something about this place, and I'll point at the warehouse. I assume you stand here every morning?
When I can get this spot, yeah. Sometimes, other people beat me to it. Gotta step a little bit further afield. But these side alleys near the main square, pretty good. Pretty good business.
Yeah. can only assume so. So I would assume you probably have a decent idea of what's, or at least when things are leaving this building.
He furrows his brow at that, clearly finding the question strange, but goes, yeah, I suppose so.
Don't worry, my questioning will obviously be paid in a way that we both understand a bit better. No.
This one's
Shake
going
my
to
coin
grab
purse a
his
bit.
wife by his shoulder and walk away at that. Like, they
And
don't
I'll
want
take center stage.
nothing to do with what you're doing. Well,
Um,
better be offering me a decent amount since you just cost me 2 customers, mate.
Oh, trust me. I'll offer you enough so that you can close up for the day.
Fine. What do you want to know?
So, quite specifically, were you here yesterday? Oh wait, actually it was 2 days ago, right? To be specific.
When?
The whole incident with the Cloudkill.
Cloudkill was yesterday. Yeah, last night.
Oh, was it last night?
We've only had
Okay.
one long rest.
Oh yeah. We didn't actually rest. You're right. Yesterday evening, let's say 5 p.m. onwards, probably. Did like a shipping with a few crates, one considerably bigger crate leave this warehouse by any chance?
Well, I was probably clearing out around about 5 p.m., so I'm not sure how much I would have been paying attention, he says, scratching the back of his head.
Do I get the idea that he's
Yes.
withholding information? Okay, I'll take out my purse and I'll put 26 gold on the counter. But I'll keep my hand on it.
Roll me an insight check. When it meets, it beats. He is clearly shocked by how much you're immediately kind of putting on the table. Yeah, I reckon it was probably a shipment around about that time. Heading towards the docks northwest of here.
I would need a little description. Who sent them? Maybe was there someone who asked for them specifically? Give me everything you know about that shipment.
Don't know nothing about it, mate. It was a single wagon, a couple of crates, nothing too huge. One person carrying the wagon, no horseback, one of those wheelbarrow type wagons.
Now that person. Anything? Male, female, age? Anything you can tell me?
Male, drow.
Did he seem to be working or was he privately?
I imagine he was working if he was in the warehouse shipping goods, yeah.
Right.
I'll tell you one thing, alright? Since you seem to, I don't know, be holding out on me, he says, looking at the gold, as if, like, you give it to him, he'll give you one bit of information.
Mm-hmm.
Fella did carry a big book with him. I thought that was strange. Like a sort of thing you might see a wizard carry.
A book.
Yeah.
How did that look like?
Well, this big, leather bound. Wore it with like a little satchel sort of thing going on.
Did he keep it at his hip? Was he carrying it actively?
Yeah, on his hip, over his shoulder.
On his hip. Right. Well, I'll lift up my hand so he can grab the coins. Well, that much information is worth my money at least. Now, I've given you the money, of course, already. last question. If we, let's say, had a reason to go in there, how many people do you reckon are in there right now? If you would have to take an estimated guess.
He leans fully forward and looks back over his shoulder at the building and then looks at you. How much is that information worth to you?
I will. Did the guy who gave us those plaques, does only Soros have one? Does
Only Aegis
every
has
one of
it.
us have? Oh, Aegis. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll tell him 1 second. I'll like wave Aegis over.
I want to say it's really unfortunate because I wanted to do something as he's doing that.
Okay, what
Well,
are you doing while
if I
he's doing
turn
it?
around and he's not there, then obviously I'll do something else.
Yeah.
If you're
'cause
gone, then
I want to check around the warehouse itself to make sure there's no places for anyone to slip out the back.
okay.
Sure.
In that case,
You go ahead and just
I'll-
move your token around then, Aegis.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be nice if someone came with me.
Gian can come with you.
Okay.
in that case, I'll simply say, well, you know what? I'll give you an option. Either I'll give you 10 more gold right now, right on the hand, or, considering I was sent by the city guard, I'll put in a good word for you to be able to put your little wagon at a nicer spot.
Roll me a persuasion check. Alright, you got yourself a deal. He holds out his hand to shake yours.
I'll shake his hand.
See, it's funny, he says as he's shaking your hand. He looks back at the warehouse. I ain't seen no one show up for work today. As far
say
as I
today,
can tell, no
meaning-
one's there right now.
You saying today meaning that this is not usually what happens.
Well, yeah, normally there'd be at least guards, and on weekdays there'd be, staff moving shipments in and out.
But you haven't seen anyone.
Been here since 4, sir.
I'll raise my head and I'll just nod at him, turn around, see that everyone else is fucking gone except for the fucking ruined. Where did they go? I'll say to the ruined.
I don't know. It's kind of like I'm not paying attention, like I'm not even here.
You. Well, I'll roll perception.
You mean there's nothing to perceive, you don't know where they are?
Can I roll perception, please?
Sure, what are you trying to perceive?
I see a very shifty looking guy. Yeah, I want to know more.
What, this
Wow,
guy
you're saying
here?
all Drow look shifty.
There's just Drow token art, man.
And one's in hoods too.
Wow.
Oh, I mean, that's
Hooligans.
also just a Drow token art, man.
Wow, Tommy.
I've got limited Drow art, man.
Wow.
Something seems off.
Nothing seems off. They're just
Nothing
pedestrians.
seems off. Okay.
You are just
Drow,
being
Tom.
you're
You're
just
just
being
being
mildly
stupid.
racist.
Shifty token art, man. Shifty token art.
Well, yeah, the Drow.
Wow, you said it, man. You fucking said it.
Do I get to follow up, or are they still doing stuff first?
Yeah, what are you doing, Nerexius?
I will just. I mean, I think there's a quite good estimated guess that they went there, I guess. So I'll just start walking there.
Let me tell you about that chocolate cake I had last night, says the ruined as you start to walk. By the way, Soros took a while to catch up with Aegis and Gion, so Gion was walking alongside you, Aegis, and at one point she would ask you, can I ask you a question?
Oh no.
Yeah, I guess so.
What does weakness of the flesh mean?
Why? Who was asking you?
She clearly picks up on the fact that it's an embarrassing thing to ask and then says, don't worry about it.
Well, right, okay.
Soros, you're standing by a big door. What are you doing?
Oh,
Norixis was fucking running. Hold on. 1 second.
do you need to catch your breath?
Woo!
Did you learn anything?
Yes. Apparently, no one showed up to work today.
That is strange.
Now, where's the rest?
They went round that side. I'll point in that direction.
Meanwhile, Aegis and Gion. Where are the others?
I'll
Do you
slap
think-
myself a little bit. Oh yeah, yeah.
Do you think this could be a trap?
Either that, or they just did what they wanted to do and now they abandoned this place. I would assume so.
I think I want to look inside here.
Yeah, but we should
Ruined.
find the other two first.
Yes.
Do you mind getting the others?
He runs off at full pelt.
Good
Not
boy.
not the most sinister thing you've ever seen walking down an alleyway, seeing him sombering at you.
On all fours at this point, running like
Yeah.
a fucking dog.
Hello, Aegis.
Ah, ruined.
I am the echo of the ruined.
Yep, sounds like something the ruins say. Anyway.
Come with me,
You're him, alright?
and you'll see. Soros is waiting for thee.
Oh god.
That speaks in rhymes now, god. That doesn't happen to me.
It does. I fully appreciate that it would be a lot of effort, like brain power wise, to make everything you say rhyme. But it does seem like the sort of thing the ruined would do, right?
Yeah.
So what have we found out?
Apparently nobody showed up to work today. So either this is just trap, knowing that we will eventually find out that this place exists, or it's empty.
He just seems almost relieved at that news.
A trap laid specifically for us. Who knew?
Well,
that
maybe
we
not
would...
for us.
For anyone
Guards.
who might find the truth.
We just happen to be the one finding out the truth.
Shall we take a look inside?
Well,
Think-
before that, the plan of entry is a bit tricky. There is an entrance to the north, 2 entrances to the south, and 1 to the east.
There's one to the east as well. Okay.
This is a place I don't think we want to bring all traps at once. I think entering all at one entrance. Smart
But
idea.
then somebody may escape. I can take the south entrance. Neurixius.
Take east.
Aye.
West, I mean.
I don't think there was an entrance.
There
to the
isn't
west.
one on the west.
Oh, there's no west. Okay.
Windows.
I'll
on the
just jump
west,
through the
but,
window.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll...
There is an upstairs to this
Actually-
place as well, by the way.
That is a good idea. I will take the north entrance.
As
Alone.
far as you could see when circling the building Ages, none of the upstairs had windows though.
I would
There is
I
an
would
upstairs to the building.
I would recommend against alone. Why?
I have my way with words. I feel like others might compromise that. Besides, I can fend for myself fairly well.
Very well.
Okay, so we're
You guys can...
All right.
Sorry,
In that case, Neurixius north. Aegis, even the ruin take the east. Gian and I will take the south.
I recommend me knocking first, seeing if there's maybe even someone inside. As soon as you guys can see me through the window talking to someone, I suggest you slowly entering.
Would you like to give us some kind of signal?
Sure, I'll scratch the back of my head.
Very
Once
well.
I think it's probably not safe for you to enter, but you know what I mean.
I have a good vision. Okay. Good luck, everyone. They're all gone.
And I'm fucking zooming off.
As you're waiting by the window, Gion will move from her window over to you, Soros, and go, "Can I confess something to you?
Of course.
I didn't really understand what you meant when you said weakness of the flesh before. I asked Aegis, and
Oh,
he seemed
boy.
embarrassed by the question.
It's the fucking.
Can we talk about this later?
Okay." She smiles and walks back over to her window. Okay. Nurix,
okay.
do you want to knock on your door?
Sure. Hello? Excuse me.
You hear nothing stir from inside.
Not even like a little rumbling?
Nope.
Someone skittering around?
You hear nothing.
I'll take a look through the window.
That is the grave.
I just want to say as well, I'm going to be keeping an eye on my surroundings and not just blindly staring through the window as well.
Okay.
Like, keeping an eye on the people around me and all that.
You can keep that 19 from before, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'd like to begin checking over our door for any traps, and if it's locked, to pick up.
Roll me an investigation check.
Yeah.
Can I just try and open my door?
Yeah, I'm just dealing with Aegis right now.
Oh, yeah.
Investigation.
The door does not appear to be trapped.
Excellent.
Nice.
Is it unlocked?
Try opening it.
God damn you. Thieves talk.
I mean, like, just try opening it, but...
I did. It didn't work.
Well, then that means it's locked.
Yeah, that's why I'm picking it.
A 10 will be enough. Try opening the door.
Voila.
Ah, stairs, says the ruined.
This.
These stairs appear to be going down. They appear to be going up.
Now that's a violation on a different level. That's fucked up.
That is fucked up.
Look, man, I'm role-playing. You can't just roleplay the character, you gotta roleplay the player as well, get into the mindset.
Understandable.
Norixus, you wanna try your door, yeah?
Sure, probably locked. Damn, shocker.
It's locked.
It's locked. These boots have seen everything. I'll try kick in the door.
Okay. Roll me an athletics check. That's pretty good. It's pretty fucking good.
That fucking door.
Roll me. Yeah, roll me an unarmed attack.
Unarmed.
I meant the damage, not the actual attack. But
Oh,
nice nat
cool.
one.
That's
Nice nat
good.
one for your dice stats, though.
Yeah, man. Thanks.
Yeah, the door appears to buckle and very nearly come off its hinges, but it's still intact. Sorrows, you can see and probably hear that door shake through the window.
All right. I'll do it again.
Okay, Aegis, are you moving in before Noxious does
Yeah,
this?
sounds like the party started. And even though someone is kicking down a door, I will roll stealth.
Yeah, I mean, they're not going to know that you're... Well, they might
Well.
know that you're coming from that angle. Alright.
Under the cover of door smashers. I'll start heading up. Or is it down?
It is up.
No.
Cool. That didn't appear to do what I wanted it to do. It was supposed to teleport you. I didn't actually set it up as a teleport. That's fine. Fine, I will manually move you to the next floor. We are going to have to break this down basically into a turn order at this point, so...
Yep. Just pair the ruins with mine, I guess.
Yeah, will do. So, once Callum has loaded in...
Oh, there's two of me!
Not anymore, there's not.
Ah. Damned and bollock.
You have entered a room, Aegis, that doesn't appear to have any other entrances or exits. It appears to just be an upstairs, basically like locked off room. Inside you see a barrel, or a set of kegs. You see a series of wine bottles, a series of basic weaponry, you know, long swords, short swords, axes and hammers, and a bunch of sacks.
What? There isn't much here, is there?
It appears we've arrived at a dead end. Kick, 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 kick.
Yep. We should probably go make sure we get with the others.
We'll turn around, shall we?
Yes. Huh?
A little bit worried there. I might have accidentally clicked kick player rather than pull to scene because they're next to each other. But it's alright, it worked out. North or south, Aegis, from here?
South.
Okay. Next up, we will deal with Norixius taking his second attack on the door. So this time, yeah, just roll hit.
Oh, just do it.
Yep. Cool, roll damage. Okay, and with the splintering of wood, the door falls onto the floor, and there's no longer a door in front of you.
Perception check. Almost an at 20, man.
Oh.
Fuck.
We've got to keep your dice stats down.
Yeah.
You appear to be in a large stone floored building or room with multiple crates and barrels and such like. There are 2 wagons that fit the description you were given before, where they could be pulled by a person or by horseback. There appears to be a staircase to the west of you, which leads to an upstairs area. You can see the upstairs area is kind of like, there's not a ceiling above you, it's like an open floor plan with like a walkway around this room. And there is a crane roughly here-ish upstairs that allows you to move cargo easily upstairs and downstairs.
Right. Just from kind of overlooking everything from here, is there any of the crates that look identical to the ones that were at the crime scene? Like the ones...
These ones over here look to be the closest.
Okay. Keep that in mind.
Like right sort of size.
Right. Do I actually get to move, or
Yeah,
do I just
but
chill? Or...
measured move.
Okay. That was like about 20, maybe. So get around
You
here.
attacked this turn, so.
Oh, right. I'll be around there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Soros,
Yo.
what are you doing?
I'll try and open the door first, but I assume it's not gonna work.
It's locked.
Nope. Okay. I'm gonna give it the boot.
Okay, roll me an athletics check.
Yikes.
Your foot knocks off of it ineffectively.
Oof.
Do you need some help? Says Gion.
As long as you don't tell the others.
She walks over, smirking, and she rolled worse than you. All right, that'll be your turns. Aegis, what you done?
Yeah, I'll head on over.
There is a doorway right here, you know, says the Runt.
Something tells me that's also going to lead upstairs.
Okie doke. He sprints like he did before. It's very creepy. Nerexius. A full 6 seconds have passed and you're still in the room alone.
I'll walk over to the door. Could I mean, I'm trying to kick it open as well. Considering it's an attack, would I get 2 kicks?
No. And sure, you can kick it open if you want.
Fair enough.
Roll me in athletics.
That's horrible.
Can you re-roll that for me?
Oh no.
Alright, can you roll me a d4, please? Cool. Sorrows, you and Gion both take 2 points of damage each as a door gets kicked open into your face.
Shouldn't there be 4 damage?
No, because the door absorbed the critical hit. I'm nice.
Okay. Are we still standing, or?
Yeah, but just like, you know, dazed.
You could have warned us.
Yeah, my bad. Didn't know you were still standing by that.
Right, you've got movement left, Nerexius.
No, I moved 30 feet.
You have 40 feet of movement in total.
Yeah, but that's because of my nature's gift thingy. Only if I'm like in a forest or whatever, or on grass and stuff.
Gotcha. Okay, then it is Aegis's turn.
East side entrance was a bust.
It led upstairs, but the room was orphaned.
We should check both upstairs rooms again, because there's also that place, and I'll point at the staircase that's behind me. That
Did
I
he
haven't done
just?
up yet.
Did he just say the room was orphaned?
Yes.
I mean, that is again something that
You
Runes would say.
weird shit.
Let's make the car a place of silent reflection. I'm proud of you for remembering that quote. Alright, Aegis, you just single moving?
Yeah, for the moment we're all together now, so.
Alright, Sorrows, your turn.
Yeah. I roll a perception.
Sure.
Or would investigation be better?
If you're looking for something hidden, it's investigation. Perception is to perceive your surroundings.
I suppose I should start with perception and then work from there.
Sure. So yeah, it's a large stone-floored building with stone columns around. As I mentioned to Samo, there's a wooden walkway above, so basically these pillars line up the walkway. So where you're currently standing is where there's a gap, but if you were like here, you'd be underneath the walkway, sort of thing.
Yeah.
There's a crane hanging overhead here to lift cargo up and down the stairs fairly easily without having to actually take them up a staircase. To the north, there is a door that presumably leads into another area of the building. There's a staircase made of stone. To the northeast, there's another door, and then to the east, there is a door. These crates here are the ones that seem to fit the ones that you found near the crime scene the most.
Alright.
So we check the doors first and then take the stairs, or?
Well. This isn't a full-on wall, is it?
No, it's about like 5 feet, so you can see over it and you can climb over it fairly easily.
Yeah. Gion. Check the crates.
Which ones?
I'll point over there.
She nods. She's used her move, but she can do it next time. Can you calm down, Calm?
I forgot people could see that.
Alright. We're not in a disco right now.
I'm gonna check this door over here.
I'll take the one on top then, as well.
Alright. Age, it's your turn.
Is it?
Yes.
Birthday.
How has Sorrow's voice been since, by the way? Is it cutting out still? Or?
It sounds better than it was, so.
Okay.
Still like the occasional cutout, but yeah. That's probably just because you've got a fan and it's actively denoising the fan. Sort of thing.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. We ain't professional over here. If we were, you'd all be in sound booths and probably sweating a lot.
Yeah.
Alright. Next, it's your turn.
I will.
Zoom.
Bing bong. Let's be.
Soros.
Okay.
My entire foundry is frozen momentarily. There we go. Alright. Yeah, she'll climb up here. And she rolled a 10 on her investigation, so nothing major. Aegis.
Well, everyone's taken a door, so.
Shall I take the stairs? The ruined calls out.
Be my guest.
Alright, back to Nerexius. It's locked.
Well. Rusty old boot.
Can we try not to break down every door?
Too late for that. Roll a melee attack.
Did you even check if it was open first?
He did.
I did.
You did, okay.
Yeah, just roll
Oh
the
yeah.
damage.
Wait, a melee attack or damage?
Just the damage. Alright. You break that door if it's inches. You, as you turn the corner, you see what appears to be like an office table with different books and documentation out.
Nice.
Despite the fact that no one appears to be here, and you were told that no one's been here today, candles still illuminate the desks with the wax running low, like they've been lit for a while.
Investigation for this room. That's not good.
Nothing of note, really. Oh, I forgot to do something earlier. Aegis,
Oh god.
you can have an inspiration point for your whole pursuing forbidden knowledge thing.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Speaking of Aegis, it's your turn.
Yeah. Just giving myself a point of inspiration. I will try said door. Ooh, looks like it's time to lockpick.
Yo, just give me a call if you need the boot.
You successfully unlock the door.
Ah. My nemesis, more doors.
It's almost like buildings have doors in them.
I take it that would have been an action to pick lock.
Yeah, but you've only used 15 feet of movement. You can try another door, it might be unlocked.
Huh! Gasp.
Yeah, why would every door in a building be locked?
I don't know, security reasons? To slow down the oncoming boot?
This appears to be an office. There's nothing on the desk, but there is a bookshelf over here. The desk does have some drawers, so there might be something inside the desk, but yeah, nothing on the desk.
We'll use this moment to get in.
Alright. Sorrows.
I'll do the polite check. Nope. Alright. Boot.
Oh god.
Alright, roll me melee damage.
Oh, wrong button.
Hey, boost your dice stats, why not? The door doesn't break, but it looks damaged. Nothing of note in these crates, Gian calls back to you. They appear to be filled with produce, but it just seems normal.
Did you check the labels?
What do you mean?
Are there any sigils
No,
matching the ones we found?
it all got the symbol, yeah, she says, gesturing at the tops of the crates.
Okay. Do me a favor. Check under that rug below you.
She has movement, so yeah, sure. She will hop down and pull up the rug, and Tommy is smart.
Damn. Now that's an inspiration point, right?
Sure, you can have an inspiration point for that.
Yeah,
She
that
pulls
seems
the rug
really
back, no action needed for it because it's not locked, the rug, funnily enough. And reveals a trapdoor underneath it.
That deserves a clap.
Trapdoor
Thank you.
here.
Just what I was hoping to hear.
Oh, that sounds more interesting, says the ruined. Alright, back to Neurixius's turn. At some point I should learn all these different macros for stream control so I can just do it with button presses rather than clicks.
This door wants to die, I think.
Cool, roll me damage. Damaged, but still intact. Aegis, your turn.
Cool.
You can also both roll me perception checks, Neurixius and Aegis.
Oh. Well, there we go. Let's do that.
Wow.
Wow. You heard raised voices, Aegis, but you didn't make out what the words were actually saying.
What, just then?
Yeah, from the
Oh,
warehouse
right. Okay,
area.
yeah. That's fine. I'm going to do... I guess it's an investigation check. I want to actively look through the files, at least, just to anything pertaining to sort of like what would you call it, like transaction logs or whatever for shipping.
Sure.
Anything over the last few days.
Roll me an investigation check.
That was almost an intimidation check.
You can try and intimidate the documents. You don't find anything of note beyond one letter that you don't really understand the context of it, but you do recognize one of the names on it. The name that it was sent from is Arlen Forven.
Okay, I'll swipe that.
But yeah, as I say, the context is basically lost on you. It's deep business talk that you don't really understand what they're talking about from it. It's fairly boring and not something that's noteworthy beyond the fact you recognize the name.
Okay, I'll leave it then.
I mean, you could always bring it to someone else to try and work out what it means, but yeah, as I say, it's just like a business letter, equivalent of you finding like a work email.
But I mean, if it's got nothing to do with any like shipping or anything that's going on,
Appears to be to do with sales this quarter.
yeah, no, I'll leave it on.
Okay. Sorrows.
I might as well finish what I was doing. I'm gonna pull out my axe.
Okey-doke. Yeah, that hits, funnily enough. 16 hits stationary door. And yeah, you shatter the door with its hinges.
What do we have here?
That appears to be a table filled with a couple different documents, including some blueprints. The blueprints appear to just be for, basically construction work around the building, including roll me an investigation check. You thought I was going to give it to you for free, and then I remembered I could ask you to roll. With an 8, you can't really work out what the blueprints are for, but yeah, construction blueprints of some kind.
I'll say out. I've found some blueprints. Construction of some kind, but I'm not sure what for. Potentially showing what we've just found.
Yes, maybe. We should find out what we've just found, says the Ruined, getting his face like very close to Gion. He's just like, okay.
Yes, let us investigate this adopted room. I'll shrug.
Why would this room be adopted, says the Ruined, muttering to himself.
I don't understand your rules.
Well, I think to say is I don't understand your rules.
Gion will open the trapdoor. Look a little bit hesitant.
Let us wait until we can regroup.
She nods and closes it again. Then the Ruined will just wait. Alright. Nerexius.
Yeah, I'll just again. Just damage.
Roll to attack this time. Aegis, you hear the sound of a door smashing off of its hinges.
Oh, Aegis. I'll
Is that
step
not-
out.
Was that not open?
Nope. Now it is.
I don't believe him.
It wasn't. Would I? Yeah. I assume I would see.
You can see them
trapdoor.
crouched down next to a trapdoor, yeah.
Yeah. Ah. You guys found something, and I'll yell over.
Says the ruin, looking back at you.
I'll give him like a thumbs up. Aegis.
Yes.
I'll gesture towards the trapdoor, and will now be heading there.
Honestly, I don't think it's a time to be stealthy now after what you've done.
Aegis,
I'll
your
say,
turn.
"What do you mean in sign language?"
He's walked away. How can I see?
Well, better hurry the fuck up.
Yep, sure, I'll be right there with you.
Appears to be another office building with a larger bookshelf.
Okay. I mean, I want to leave no stone unturned, but...
But you're in the area that's made of wood.
Yeah, well... Shut up. Take my investigation roll.
That was so close to a nat 20. The information captured in these documents, which are mostly just like, you know, scrolled letters, glazes over you, and you don't really pass much information or anything from it.
Okay.
Sirs, your turn.
I'm a zoom. I zoomed a bit too much.
Zoom too hard. Too close to the sun.
Alright, Gion the Ruined will keep waiting here, so Nerexius, your turn.
Wait.
Okay,
Hello, gamer.
Aegis, your turn.
Hmm. So anyway, Nurse just said to be quiet, so I'm going to double move. Over.
Okay. Gion will look over to be like, we good now?
I'll nod.
She'll open it and then gesture for Nerexius to go first if he wants to, since it's his turn.
I'll jump in. Or I won't actually jump in, but I'll use whatever there is.
It's
That's a
that
second death.
It's that video of the dog getting too excited, like running up and down the
Yes.
stairs. And he just jumps off the stairs. Here's what was going on though. He just opens the trapdoor. It's like, oh, it's a trapdoor. I'll just jumps down a flight of stairs.
Just like
there is a
80
ladder,
feet down?
so you climb down the ladder.
I
assume.
will use the ladder. Yeah.
The ladder is only about 10 feet as well. So you got, use 10 feet of your movement.
I'll make some space for the others. Actually, I'll matter. So to like, there.
Do you want to roll me a perception check?
I will try.
Damn.
Nat 20. And then he will hear us, and he will see that we have served him, and we shall be his anointed ones.
You are cutting out. I don't know if that's planned.
It wasn't planned, but you can hear basically murmured whisperings.
Okay. Whispers of like just normal people, or does
One
this seem
person. It's
One
almost like
person.
you're overhearing someone praying.
Like... Right. Well, I mean, can't move anymore anyway.
All right.
Actually, I could double.
You can't double move if you want to stealth, just FYI. Up to
Would
you.
I be automatically stealth?
Would you be automatically stealth? No.
Because I didn't roll anything yet, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
I'll just roll, I guess. Decent?
Alright.
Alright. Well, then I'll wait.
Next up, then, is Sorrows. Your turn would be next.
Okay.
Give me 1 second. I'll post you down here. I accidentally clicked a map rather than to untransparent you. Whoopsie. You can see that Nerexius is clearly like stealthed near the corner.
I'll roll stealth. Wow.
Damn.
Nat 20, you are a whisper on the wind.
Oh no, then the ruin drops.
Chains as well.
Not additional whispers.
I'll roll perception as well, even though I know. The nat 20's already been rolled, but just in character way here.
Not much. You can hear like the softest of like. Actually, no, I don't even know whether you'd be able to hear that. Like thinking about it, the thing I was going to say you could hear makes almost no noise, and you're not that close to it. So yeah, you don't hear anything, unfortunately. Verse 14.
Okay.
All right. Gion and the Ruined would technically go next, but I'm going to let Aegis go first. Aegis, I'm not going to bother moving back to floor 1, assuming you want to go down the trapdoor.
Yee.
I'll just work out how much movement that would take you, and then that would cost you 39 feet. So if you want to also stealth, you're not going to be moving basically on this turn.
Cool. Sounds good.
Oh, wait, you can't even stealth, but yeah, you can just get to here and just.
Yep.
Cool. In which case, Gion and the Ruined can't really get down. So Nerexius, back to you.
I will.
As you peer around the corner, you can see the basement is illuminated by candlelight. Multiple candles seemingly laid out in a circle. A pillar is blocking your view, but you can see the feet poking out of someone kneeling down in a circle where there appears to be a carpet on the floor with weird black runes carved into it. Or not carved into it, like stitched into it.
The fuck am I looking at?
The figure in front of you is kneeled down in prayer. They are murmuring to themselves and clutching an amulet. And they appear to be a drow, but they are wearing a blackened metal mask that you can tell is supposed to give the impression of the face of a dragon.
What direction is he?
He is facing north, so away from you. He does not appear to be aware of you as you have stealthed closer.
I'll just. I mean, nobody can actually see me currently, but I'll. Everyone who is coming down those stairs next, I'll make aware of like someone there. And shut the fuck up.
Okay. The rest of the room, as far as you can see in the darkness, is empty. Sorry, it's your turn.
Yep. Erixis, you still stealthing?
Yes.
We're both stealthing.
Isn't stealth movement half movement?
You can't double move.
Ah, okay.
He's also looking north, so
Are you not stealthing then?
No, I am.
Because you're
I've
moving
got
quite
40 foot.
Oh, okay.
Big strides.
I am very stealthy. Foom, 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 foom.
I'm
Ooh,
going to draw my axe.
that's a point as well, Nerexius. You can actually understand the runes on the carpet.
Oh.
Because they're in Infernal.
No, so can I then.
Okay, then Soros can also understand it. This appears to be basically a prayer to dusk written in runes.
okay.
Yeah, I'm going to draw my axe.
Okay. Aegis, your turn.
Okay. I should probably stealth.
You will try.
Like the knight.
Alright.
God damn it, I didn't zoom in. Alright, let's try that again, shall we?
The circle, is it? Does it, from reading what it says, is it some kind of actual like spell?
No.
Ritual.
It's just a prayer.
Wow,
Okay.
look at that, a prayer to dusk.
Okay, Nerexius, your turn.
I'll ask this question to Tommy now. Does it? Are you gonna attack him next turn? Like, would my character understand that you're definitely like chopping this guy's head off next turn?
No. I'm gonna shake my head.
Alright, Nerexius stands on top of some candles. His trousers catch on fire.
I'm like the dwarf.
No, you're fine. He was a gnome, not a dwarf. How dare you?
Oh,
We don't accept gnome erasure in this campaign.
my bad.
Sorry, it's your turn.
I'm gonna speak up.
By the way, the thing that you didn't hear, because I was like, actually doesn't make a lot of noise, is the candles. I was like, actually, candles don't really make that much noise. I'm not sure you'd be able to hear a bunch of them lit across the room from you.
Before Soros does his thing, can I ready an action to attack him in case he tries to cast a spell or something?
Sure.
I'm gonna speak in Infernal.
Hmm?
Brother, I was not aware any more of our kind were posted here. What are you doing here?
Roll me a deception check, but with advantage since you're speaking in Infernal.
Damn, 5 head. Damn.
Very nice. Aegis, real quick question. Sorry, I asked for deception. Is your bonus different for deception compared to persuasion? Tommy?
What's that, sorry?
I asked for deception, not persuasion, but is your bonus
Oh,
different?
did you?
Yeah.
It's the same.
Okay, cool. Aegis, do you speak Infernal?
Yes.
Okay, never mind. No one's going to get the cool description of what Infernal actually sounds like to people who don't understand it.
Remember there was this whole conversation in the ruin being like, hey, teach me Infernal Sorrows, and he's like, no, that's cultural appropriation.
Oh, yeah.
People should learn languages because of that, and then I'm sitting there being like,
All right.
I have not known this whole time that you speak it.
yeah,
In character, you're right. He didn't ever.
no,
look at it.
I've never said anything.
Insight is fed by wisdom, isn't it?
I
Yes.
think so, yeah.
We rolled well. I don't recognize your voice, brother. You hear back in Infernal. You can also tell that like his body is shifted slightly so that he has like awoken from whatever like prayer he was in. He is no longer like fixed on praying.
As you can see from my appearance,
He's
I
not
have
looking at
not. No.
He
Well,
is-
I'll say anyway. As you might tell from my appearance, I've not seen any of our kind in quite some time.
He stands up, and as he does stand up, he says, "So pray tell what brings you to our... Yeah, pray tell what brings you to our sepulchre," he says. And as he stands up, he will turn around and clearly do a double take at the point that he's noticed that you've got your axe out and Neurixius has his hand ready to draw his sword.
I'll put my axe away. Apologies. I was not sure if you were walking into a trap.
That's quite understandable. We must proceed with caution in these times.
Agreed. To answer your question, merely trying to get a foothold in locations. What about you? Your
Narsonia
plans?
has been well spoken for many decades. What foothold would you seek here?
I travel. I seek to gain many footholds, win the trust of many. The world is large. Many approvals to gain.
I assume you've only just arrived in the city.
Not long now, aye.
You should speak to our chapter master.
Where are they stationed?
They are never far. All I need is but summon them.
I assume you were responsible for the Cloud Strike attacks.
Yes. A great work of arcane magic. I have discovered new abilities, he says, staring at his hands. The whispers in the dark tell me.
The move seemed less subtle than anything I would recognize. Why the more extreme approach?
I must confess, it was not my intention to make it so loud. The chapter master Thurza, he bid me to do 3 weeks of prayer as punishment for my indiscretion.
It is a risky move to attract so much attention.
Certainly. But while I understand our need for subtlety, long since should the people have learned to fear us, I grow sick of hiding in the shadows.
We do it for a reason, brother.
Yes. And I know.
Summon your master.
His eyes roll back, and his head kind of goes slack, but he's still standing. He awaits us upstairs. Do you guys all head back upstairs?
Yep.
Fucking guess. Fucking... This has just gotten a
fine.
lot more complicated than it should have been.
Boop. 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 As you all come upstairs, you see a drow walking down the stairs. The drow in question is an older gentleman. He is, you'd guess, middle-aged for a drow. He is wearing dark leather armor with an amulet depicting Nera's symbol hanging from his neck. As he walks down, he stops for a moment. Wow. That is a surprise. When I was summoned telling me that members of our order were here, I did not expect to see you here.
Who's he looking at when he says that?
Aegis, you look so much like your father.
Oh, son of a bitch!
Bastard. No!
Dun, dun,
Ah.
dun.
He walks in front of the crates. Last I heard, you were with the enemy.
I don't know what to fucking say, man. I don't... What do you mean?
I heard you'd escaped from captivity where I had sent you.
Oh, you bitch. You fucker.
I preferred
heard-
to deal with you another way, but your father insisted on letting you live. And I suspect he was wrong to do so. These are no friends of ours, Draco, he says, looking at the man in the mask.
You know, it was incredibly easy to find you because of this man.
Oh, he will be punished. But first you shall be. His eyes suddenly glow slightly orange.
No. Oh.
What's up, buddy?
Pain.
How does Aegis react to whatever Aegis has just reacted, or whatever Callum has just reacted to?
Oh.
What
I'm
was
fucking
Sigma?
pissed.
Can you make me a wisdom saving throw instead? You
Yeah.
can be pissed, but also...
I'm
He's
fucking...
so angry.
I'm pissed.
What?
I'm no longer... I'm pissing.
Poetic.
Describe what Aegis does with that nat 1 as you notice the thing that you notice. Also, can you point out the thing that you notice?
Yeah, there's... I see something over here. I see
Well,
a
we
thing.
don't.
Well, that sucks for you guys.
Yeah, I worked out how to do a thing.
Yeah.
To be
It
honest,
may
it's-
not... May or
doesn't
may
suck
not
for
be
us.
the burning corpse of my own mother.
Oh,
Yeah.
With her arm
Nice.
outstretched towards you, crying, longing expression on her formless face because her eyes have been burnt away, her nose, her mouth, her skin is all burning away in embers. It's like she's screaming at you to help her, but she's already dead. And you know with that nat 1, he's the guy who did it.
He summoned her here as like an illusion, or he is the guy who did this?
He's the one who killed his mother. And yes, he has absolutely just caused Aegis to see her.
Ooh.
Alright, that's going to be it for Dragonriders.
You fucker. You
Villain
fucking
arc.
fucker. Ooh.
See, I can do invisible tokens now, so be prepared for me to play around with that shenanigans, where I can make things that only certain players can see.
Oh no. I can finally play my schizo character. Let's fucking go.
Alright, yeah, that's probably where we're going to leave it for this session, because we are past time. Good cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Alright, everyone. Thank you for watching Dragonriders. We'll see you next week for Pain.
Yippee!
The song's really close to ending. I want to just pad out for another 10 seconds.